But here, as you can see, fireworks are going out of the MetLife Stadium as this World Cup final is about to commence. Post Malone opens up for the show, as you can see, with an extraordinary performance going on. As we know, Post Malone was announced earlier on to perform this. And then we just heard from Robbie Williams as well, and Nicole Scherzinger singing the FIFA national anthem. Jennifer Hudson singing the US national anthem as well. As we know, we are just minutes from that. So we have seen the World Cup FIFA preparations coming underway. Now, it is time. It is 12:25 a.m. IST, and it is time for the players to walk out. And again, one of these situations, so highly anticipated, so extraordinary, exciting for these two teams. A highly anticipated final. Sorry, as we have just seen. And right now, the players are walking out, and they are coming out for their national anthems. We are now welcoming to this discussion Eduardo Moria, who's a professional football coach, joining us from Portugal. Eduardo, thank you so much for joining us here on NewsX World and World of Sports for this FIFA World Cup final. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Now, a very highly anticipated match, an extraordinary highly anticipated match. Two sides, very different styles of football. How are you expecting this match to go?
Hello everyone. Thank you once again for having me. It's a pleasure. Yeah, it's a big final with two big teams, a very different way of playing each one, but with a lot of quality, individually quality, and collectively also. Spain has a way of play well known, very characteristic. The players know very well that way of playing. But this team in this tournament has shown much more preparation and much more complete. It's not all about possession, and it's more about also creating a lot of chances. And Spain is a team that is very dangerous because the possession that they do it with an objectivity towards the goal. So it's a team very, very strong, and they could very well win this final. Argentina, it's a team in their real version of the word. They are a real team. They have a lot of intensity, a lot of togetherness. They all play for Messi. They all play for their country. They all play together when they have to defend and to sacrifice. They do it. When they have to come out in a counter-attack and make the adversary bleed, they do also, and they are always connecting during the game. They don't manage the periods of the game. They are always concentrated, always full-headed. So we can expect a very, very nice final with two big teams, the teams that showed more consistency towards the tournament. And yeah, it's a real pleasure being here and see one game with these both teams.
Absolutely, Eduardo. Now we're just going to also join into the discussion. Justin Adams, who's a sports reporter for CBS, and joining us from Colorado. Thank you so much, Justin, for joining us here today on NewsX World for our FIFA World Cup final coverage. It's a pleasure to have you on. Now, again, a highly anticipated final. A final many people are desperate to watch, desperate to tune into, to find out who will lift this World Cup trophy. How are you expecting this World Cup to go? What style of football do you think we're going to see from both sides?
It'll be a contrast of both styles. And first of all, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Let me join on with this opportunity to be able to talk about the greatest game, which is the World Cup final. And I think we're hoping we can see what happened in the last World Cup final between Argentina and France. One that went to penalty kicks at the end. I don't know if that's going to happen because you're talking about a Spain team that has only conceded 2 goals. And please forgive me if there's another goal that has been conceded that I didn't find because I found it on the tournament long. That's how great defensively Spain has been to the point where Argentina actually made 3 different changes in their lineup for this particular game that happened against England. But the game's going to come down to one thing. It's the comeback DNA that Argentina has against the defensive stalwart effort that what Spain has. If Argentina falls down behind, they believe that they could come back. They did so against Cape Verde, did so against Egypt, did so against Switzerland, did so against England. They believe that they can win no matter how much time is left on the clock. So if I'm Spain, if you get up early on Argentina, please do like the 3-line in and just play defense, prevent defense for the last 30 minutes of the match. Make sure that you are continuously going after Argentina. Spain will have to play their best game of the whole tournament in order to win today, but they have a tremendous opportunity to do so because of what they bring defensively.
And absolutely, Justin, stay with us, please. Eduardo, back to you now. With this final, both teams have had extraordinary upcomings to come into this final. Who do you think, in your opinion, is more deserving of this as we're waiting to watch how this game starts?
Yes, you know, we in Portugal used to say this type of matches you don't play it, you win it. So it's all about the mentality. It's well known what both teams can bring to the pitch and what both teams in football terms can do to each other offensively and defensively, and that's all about the mentality. And on that side, you have the mentality well known by the other games of Argentina. He lacks a little bit of discipline in that moment, and Spain is masters the way of taking out the discipline to the other teams because they stick with the ball and make the other team run, and they mentally, that physically also, but mentally it's very tough. So I think the both teams need to be well prepared to suffer because they will attack, they will try to reach to the goal of each other. Spain in a way more cerebral, more I don't want to say more slow because they aren't slow. They run with the ball and they do the passes very quickly. That's because they are well known at this way of playing. But Argentina doesn't give up. Argentina doesn't. You can be at 90 minutes winning to Argentina 1-0 and the match isn't close. 2-0, the match isn't close. So we are going to have a very full, I believe, match in a tactical way for us coaches, but for the fans, I hope, and I'm expecting that also a spectacular show, because it's both teams, they want to win, they need to win, they have to win. So let's see how the game goes, because before the game, as a coach, I know before the game is one history. During the game, it all changes, and the team that can be more adapted, the team that is more stable, will win the game and the cup. So let's see what they can bring to the pitch.
Absolutely. Eduardo, stay with us once again, please. We are now going to welcome into this conversation Ryan Yaks, who's a sports journalist joining us from Bengaluru, from India. And also along with Ryan Yaks, we're also going to welcome in once again Eduardo. To the both of you, thank you for joining us and for discussing this FIFA World Cup final. The opening ceremony is done and dusted. Post Malone, Jennifer Hudson couldn't have be given a bigger go-ahead to the game. The national anthems, the personification and passion of self, but the real spectacle begins now. The MetLife Stadium will either see the ultimate giant of the game become football himself, or we'll see a prodigal teen becomes a man. Both historic, both shattering, both unprecedented. Lionel Messi stares up at an unprecedented peak. Lamine Yamal hunts at the fringes of legacy. The match-up for the beautiful game's ultimate prize begins now. Aaron Yak and also Eduardo are joining us back here. Thank you to the both of you for joining us here today on NewsX World for our FIFA World Cup final. Now, Iran Yak, please, if I could come to you, that the World Cup final brings together European champions Spain and defending World Cup champions Argentina. Many consider the perfect finale for this tournament. It's been a sensational tournament. We've seen underdog stories and everyone gets excited by an underdog story. Looking at both teams' journey, who's the more complete side? And what do you expect will decide this World Cup final?
So far from what I have observed, I would say I think I'm expecting Argentina to win, because they have shown some spirit that is beyond my comprehension. Because every time they have played in the knockouts, this World Cup, till the end you feel like they're going to lose, and then one magic moment and everything changes. Everything just turns around. So that is a team who they just don't know how to give up, which is what has been pushing them so far. And when you see them play, the biggest thing that I like about them is that they are always giving their everything, and you can see that they're playing for Messi. Like the way how they play, it's like revolving around Messi, and he's proving his importance in the team constantly, time and time again. Whenever the team needs someone to show up, it's him. I myself am a Ronaldo fan, but I just can't say anything else about this person anymore, because Spain has been a bit vulnerable this time, this World Cup. I wouldn't say that this is the best Spain has been so far. I think against France they have been quite good, but previous to that, they have not been very dominating or convincing. Even the win against Portugal, it was like a 90 plus 1 minute goal. Single moment of brilliance that got them the match. But most of the matches have been that way for them. On the other hand, Argentina they have some tremendous energy at the end, at the death. It's like something just turns them on when the clock hits 70 or 75. So I think it's going to be Argentina, and Messi is going to get his second World Cup this time.
Of course. And also, Eduardo, now to you, please, going off of that, the final also pits these two generations against each other. As we loosely mentioned earlier and in this build-up, Lionel Messi chasing another chapter of his legendary career, but also Lamine Yamal, who is teenage sensation, has emerged as one of the stars of this tournament. Could this match symbolise changing of the guard in a way, would you say, in world football? Is Messi still capable of delivering the last defining World Cup performance?
Yeah, it's we have a lot of history in this game, because we don't know if it is the last game of Messi, if it is the football rest poor than before, and it's good to see the uprising of new players that can be special, that can bring specialty to the game. Yeah, I think the game lacks of this irresponsibly, this magic, this touch of something out of the box that Messi could bring, and Yamal is one of the upcoming stars that are bringing that to the game, and we are going to see both collide today, and for sure Yamal is going to have an amazing career. Hopefully, in terms of mindset, of mentality, he could be what his feats show, because the difference is there. If you ask Ronaldo, if you ask Messi, if you ask all the greats, the difference is in the head. It's not on their feet. So Yamal can do magical things also. It's one player, it's a special player also, but he's very young. So he needs to be consistently good. And that's the challenge for him in the future. Messi, it's going to be, I don't know if for sure the last World Cup, I think, but he has a team, as they said before, he has a team playing for him. And the truth is, they play for him because he still makes the difference. He still scores goals and make assistance and unbalance the game. So that's why they play for him. Let's see what he can do. If the match is too tight, we all know, the world knows that Messi is going to come out of a little box and make some magic. Let's see if Yamal is ready to do that. I think it's too early for him. I think he needs to grow a little bit more. But without a doubt, are two special players that can decide any match at any moment.
Of course. Now, Eduardo and Aranya, please stay with us. Now, I'm just going to bring in Justin again. Justin, thank you so much for joining us and staying with us. We have just heard that Lamine Yamal, 4 minutes in, to the teenage sensation he is, has just tried a shot on target. Martinez did save the goal. However, is this proving yet again that Lamine Yamal is just going to be an up-and-coming superstar?
I don't know if that one's to me, but you know what? I had a little bit of an issue with my Wi-Fi for a hot second there. But when we talk about the next superstar, look, we talk about Yamal, we talk about Messi, obviously just the type of superstar he is. How about just the collective? That's what I like to see. I like to see the collective of a team be able to become a superstar. And how about this? Argentina, let's just go with this. They have a chance to be able to do something that's only been done 3 times in the history of the World Cup. They have a chance to win it in back-to-back times. The last time it happened was Brazil in the 60s. That's when they were able to do so. Before then was Italy. You have to go back to the 1930s. That's when they were able to do that. And now Argentina has a chance to be able to go and reach that peak for the second time in a row. Here's the biggest thing about today's game. We could talk about all the individual players. It's about a couple things. I think the the hydration break that we have around the 22-minute mark is going to be extremely important, especially dealing with the heat that you will have out of East Rutherford. Trust me, I have been there, even though I live in Denver, Colorado, which is in the center of the United States. I've been to the East Coast before of that area, and it could be very hot, very dry, and really wear down the players really early in this game. So who could be able to make those adjustments based off of that will be very important to the success of this match. On the other side, too, you got to be careful. I mentioned this early. Guys, if Argentina is within a goal and it's about 20 minutes left, I mean, if I'm Spain, I'm shaking because that's all they do. They just know nothing else but finding different ways to be able to come back and win. So we can talk about guys like Martinez, which will have to be a big time goalkeeper today for Argentina. That's one of the reasons why they probably feel so comfortable in this match, because they know, hey, even if we are down, we always will have a chance with a great goalkeeper that they have. But I think for Spain to win this game, they will have to do this. They have to control the possessions. That's extremely important. Make sure that you have Argentina play on your terms, not the opposite way. Also, you have to keep Messi from being able to get the ball in between the lines. You cannot let Messi have the ball anywhere near the box. Keep him away from it as much as possible. Only bad things happen when the ball is near his legs. Also, force Argentina to be able to defend in long stretches. That's what England wasn't able to do. You were up 1-0. Everything was going well for you, and then you started to retreat, and you didn't go in the opposite way. If you could make Argentina have to expend their energy, then guess what happens? You will have a great chance to be able to win. And last but not least, it's about scoring first. Look, you know you got to get a goal somewhere in this game in order to win. Why not be the one to hit first and make Argentina have to respond to you? They have been able to come back against everybody else, but Spain is a different type of monster. You do not want to be down big to Spain early on in this one.
Absolutely. Justin, stay with us. I'm also going to bring in a conversation with yourself. We're also going to bring in Arignac. Thank you for staying with us and joining us back here. Now I've got Justin and Arignac on both with me here. Pleasure to have you both on. Now, Arignac, with this game underway now, we're seeing Argentina holding more of the possession. However, Spain seem to be holding them up. How important is it to keep Argentina up at the top of the pitch? They're pushing them up away from their attacking zone. How important is this for Spain? What do you think their gameplay in these first crucial minutes, like Justin said, before this first hydration break comes out, what do you think their point is that they're trying to make in these first 25 minutes?
Yeah, I think that holding possession and all these things, as much as they're important for the game, against a team like Argentina, all it takes is a single moment of brilliance to decide the game. So I think Spain can make it happen, but they will need something different, and that is not just strategy. I feel they need a particular star to show up, which in my opinion should be Lamine Yamal, because he has been more or less quiet this World Cup. He has only got one goal so far. But just tactics is not enough to defeat Argentina, the way how they are playing this time. Because the way how they have turned things around, it's unbelievable. You can discuss about it as much as you want. You can tell your players, do this, do that, hold possession, don't retreat that much the way how England did. They messed up. England literally gave Spain the idea of what not to do. And even after that, you can't do anything strategically that will guarantee you that you will defeat Argentina, the way how they are playing. So I would say that they have to be consistent with the ball. Spain has to make sure, like Mr. Justin had told earlier, they need to ensure that they keep the ball away from Messi. They have to keep him out of the game. They have to keep him out of the game. They have to block the passes to him. And they have to make sure that they are in control of the game. Only then they can hope for a moment of brilliance from maybe Yamal, or maybe they will bring on Mikel Merino in the dying minutes of the game. He has already proven himself as a superstar so far. So I think it's going to be a moment like that can decide the game for Spain. But as a team, I don't think there's much to do against a team like Argentina, because you just can't call them out. So it's going to be a good game. It's gonna be a good game for sure.
Absolutely. Also, I'm just Justin, bringing this to you now. With this, how important is it, especially as you being a sports reporter, you've probably reported on loads of games when you've seen players like this being so in it. This is such an anticipated final. You can really see it. We're seeing that Spain is holding a majority of possession right now. They are really using their passes. We know this is what Spain are like. They use these little passes between them two. It's always been their game and it always works, it seems. How important is it to stick to tactics that they are used to rather than, for example, when England and Argentina played, they parked the bus, they went on the defence far too quickly. How important is it to stick to your team's tactics in this stage?
We have an old saying in America that everyone has a plan until they get hit in the mouth. And the plan is this, is you want to stick to what you do well until somebody else forces you to have to go and make an adjustment. If Spain can make Argentina make that adjustment first, then that's really going to pay dividends for them. And that's really what I want to see Spain be able to do. And that's why they're controlling the ball so well right now, is they're be able to go and get the passes they want. And also, guys, let's call it what it is. When you are playing in a final, no matter how many times you have played in a game like this, you have times where you're going to be nervous and you're going to try to fill out your opponent a little bit to see what you could be able to do, what type of things will be successful, which is why you don't want to concede a goal early on in this one. Guys, this game cannot be like the third place match that we saw yesterday. It can't be 6-4, okay? It's going to be 1-0, 2-0. That's what we're looking at here. And actually, if you look at the history of the World Cup final, I believe 5 out of the last 6 World Cup finals have actually been won in either extra time or penalty shootouts. Actually, let me count real quick. Actually, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 out of the last 5 World Cup finals have been won either in extra time or in penalty kick shootout. So with that being said, again, it is important to go and make sure that you do fill out your opponent early, that you do stay with your game plan that you have early on in this one. But it's also important to make sure that you do not fall behind. Guys, I've said it a lot, and I mean this. In this type of matchup, you fall behind, you're going home, and you're going home without that golden trophy.
Absolutely. Also, Justin, you mentioned with the importance, obviously, of sticking to your tactics, sticking to this, sticking what they're good at with Spain. What do you think they were told in the dressing rooms before they come out? We keep seeing with updates that Spain are holding on to this ball. They are making sure that the likes of Messi and Martinez don't find this ball, don't find that passage through, which is what they always do. You mentioned the last 4 out of 5 are in extra time and in penalties. Is this also the importance and the excitement of tournament football? It's never, ever simple. It's always something new.
It is, and that's the best part about it. Unless if you have somebody who wants to have a headbutt for some reason and then you lose a man to a red card. I think that happened a couple of World Cups ago in the finals. No, you don't want to have something like that, for example, happen. But what you do want to have happen is to really enjoy this beautiful game that we have. Any moment can change it. We have seen it so many different times where Argentina has been able to come back, right? And what do? They were able to stick around, hang around. They knew that they were going to go and scratch out a goal somehow, some way. If you're Spain, you got to control the middle. It's all about the midfield to me in this one. Can you be able to use guys like Pedri to be able to go and use the middle of the field and say, you are not going to have that. We are not going to have any long runouts in this game as well. Those are the things that I would love to be able to see. Possessions are one thing, don't get me wrong, but making sure that you make the right passes and when you get the opportunity to score and you take full advantage, that's what really is going to be deciding in this game.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you there, Justin. Also, Aranya, please, if I could come to you now. With these two teams, they both have very different styles of play, especially as they enter into the match. We see how very different they are. Spain with their little passes going between each other, but also managing to find the entire pitch. Whereas Argentina, they burst through, it seems. They wait and just burst through whilst they have their attacking line waiting. Who do you think, in your honest opinion, are going to benefit the most off of their usual tactics?
See, I think that tactically Spain do have the edge. Tactically, Spain do have the edge because the way how they play, it's very difficult to block them when they're on the attack because you just can't predict the way how they're going to pass. But again, I have not seen the best of Spain so far because I have been following football for like over a decade or two, and I have seen Spain play some brilliant football. Like that's a treat to watch. But the famous tiki taka that we have heard of, I have not exactly seen the best of it from them so far yet. But obviously they have that in their mind. They try to build a lot around that. But yeah, surely tactically they have the edge. But Argentina is a team that can like get the block on those passes. They can anticipate those passes. They can just one miss pass, one small miss pass, and they're gonna make it happen. Argentina's gonna go for a counter and they're gonna score. They're gonna pressurize Spain into getting that one mistake. I think both the teams are going for that. Both the teams are going to try to force their opposition into making one small mistake and then capitalize on that. That will be the primary focus for them for tonight, I think.
Absolutely.
But I absolutely can't say that this team will have an edge overall because tactically Spain has the edge, but Argentina is different gravy this time. In my opinion, they are even better than they were last time. They are brilliant.
And Justin, just really, really quickly to go to you now on this. Watching these two teams throughout this tournament, Spain have relied on possession, tactical control and defensive discipline. Very, very defensive discipline, it's good to note, throughout the tournament. While Argentina have repeatedly shown resilience, the ability to produce decisive moments under intense pressure in extra time in the final minutes leading up to the game. Which footballing philosophy do you believe is more likely to succeed in the final, do you think?
Defense wins championships. We say it all the time here in America. It doesn't matter the sport. If it's basketball, if it's American football, if it's football, as we like to say around here in America, defense always wins championships. But special offensive players makes things happen too. Messi has been fantastic with not only his goal scoring, but also his assists. Again, keep the ball away from him as much as you can. I do see this. I think Spain pulls off the upset. And I believe Spain will be able to do so because I am not a fan of you being in tournament play. And yes, you are resilient, but I am not a fan of always falling behind and having to scratch away to be able to come back. It's nice to know that you can be able to do so, but sometimes you're going to find yourself getting bit. And when you have a defensive monster like Spain, you will get bit. I believe Spain will actually win this one. Give me Spain an extra time to be able to get the W. And also, by the way, guys, I'd like to say this. This game is actually personal for me, too. My uncle works for the FBI, and he's currently at the game right now, making sure that all the fans and players are protected. So I want to give a shout out to my uncle, Arnold Adams. I love you. You are my big aunt, and I'm always proud of you. And I can't wait to see you back home in New Jersey. Being able to go and give you a big hug over this wonderful match that you've been able to watch.
Oh, absolutely. That was lovely. We're now going to bring in Eduardo to this conversation. Eduardo, this game is really proving to see several individual battles which could shape this final. From Rodri against Enzo Fernandez in midfield to defence to Laporte to contain Lionel Messi. Which head-to-head duel do you think will have the biggest influence on this outcome and why?
Let me tell you a little bit also to add it to what has been said. It exists a big difference between these two teams. Spain is all about position in the pitch, and Argentina is more about the numbers. They defend with numbers, and Spain defend with their position. So the most dangerous point in Spain is possession, is organization, offensive organization, And in the other side, the most comfortable moment for Argentina is defensive organization, is when they don't have the ball. That's what keep them in the game with the momentum of the game. And that's a point very, very important in this game. In the moment the Argentinian players or squad lose their moment in the game, uh, they will suffer because in the final we can talk about individually, you can talk about all the differences that the teams have, but as I said, it's all about the mentality, it's all about winning the game. It's not a championship anymore, it's one game, it's one life, it's one moment, and they are there to win it, not for something else, it's winning. And that kind of mentality, both teams show that mentality in different ways. Spain more tactically, more positional, more possession, more game, and Argentina more togetherness, more numbers, and more intensity. So these two monsters colliding each other in the duels that you talk about in the midfield, in the central backs with the front, the number nines of each team. Spain is not a team that likes a lot of those duels because as they approach the game tactically, they have always two players against one defending. The superiority defending, it's always a principle for them. So they don't search those confrontations. Argentina, in other side, likes that a lot. They don't have afraid to be 1v1 against any player of Spain. So we are going to assist those duels in the midfield, the right side of Argentina with the left side of Spain, Cucurella against the player that goes in that way, in that side. Cucurella talks about plays a lot with his mouth also, and that could be a point of unbalance this match. Let's see. We are going to see a lot of confrontations. Both teams are well prepared to their good moments. Saying what makes Spain great or dangerous is what makes Argentina good. So this confrontation is, if you see, when Spain loses the ball, in that moment is one of the strongest moments of Argentina. So you see, this type of duels during the game with the fatigue, with the pauses for hydration and some substitution that can come up during the game, this could be those moments decisive because we don't going to watch a match open like yesterday. It's not the same thing. Yesterday was the match that anyone want to play. This match is the match that everyone wants to play. So it's a big difference. Let's see what they could do. But that battle individually, that battle collectively, both teams can create danger. Both teams know how to defend. It's all about mindset. It's all about who wants more to win, and it's all about one game. It's not a championship. So it's going to end today. So let's see what they can do.
Absolutely. I'd like to thank my three guests who have joined me here for this segment of the opening of the FIFA World Cup final, to Justin, to Orainak and to Eduardo. You've all been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for joining us here Now, the final so far has been a presentation of technical correctness, as one would expect. Yamal has already executed one of his classic runs into the box, only to be intercepted by the Argentinian goalkeeper Martinez. Spain also won the first corner of the game, while Messi won a free kick for Argentina, both coming to nothing. Spain has dominated possession so far with 65% possession, holding the ball with their classic short passes with the hydration break in progress. It'll be interesting to see if a defining moment is produced after the break. This has been a very, very well anticipated first quarter of this game. Now, we're just going to quickly take a quick break from us here on NewsX World, but don't go anywhere, as we will be back in just a moment.
In the midst of this, life persists. In the midst of untruth, truth persists.
The FIFA World Cup is proving to be as much as an economic spectacle as a sporting one. With billions of dollars flowing through broadcasting, sponsorships, ticket sales, and tourism across 3 host nations, FIFA is emerging as the tournament's biggest financial winner, with revenues expected to surpass Qatar 2022 as the expanded 48-team format boosts commercial income through media rights, hospitality, and licensing. For many supporters, attending matches has come at a premium. Dynamic ticket pricing, expensive accommodation, higher transport fares, and soaring food costs have made the World Cup an increasingly costly experience. Broadcasters and global sponsors are also cashing in as record audiences drive advertising demand. Even hydration breaks have become premium commercial inventory, creating fresh revenue opportunities during matches. While host cities welcomed millions of visitors, economists say the long-term economic gains remain uncertain. Existing infrastructure limited new investment, while public spending and operational costs stayed high. Hotels and restaurants in several host cities reported lower than expected demand, with uneven tourism benefits and some businesses missing projected earnings despite the month-long football festival. As betting companies, sponsors, and FIFA celebrate record commercial returns, economists argue the tournament's lasting legacy will depend less on matchday excitement and more on whether host communities benefit after the final whistle. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The 2026 FIFA World Cup has not only delivered heartbreak and thrills on the pitch, but it has completely taken over the internet as a supreme content factory. Forget the strategies for a moment, social media is crowning its own royalty. Norway's Erling Haaland has gone completely viral, not just for his defender terrifying goals, but because the internet collectively compared his trademark blonde ponytail to the Dragon Ball Z villain Majin Buu. Meanwhile, French superstar Kylian Mbappe has become the subject of absurd fictional supreme leader memes, with fans joking that he's giving orders to managers and the entire world of soccer. From Brazilian referees sounding like airline announcements over loudspeakers to unbothered celebrities in the stadiums, the digital world is in absolute limbs. Indeed, football only lasts 90 minutes, but the memes will truly live forever. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The 2026 FIFA World Cup has faced numerous reports of racism, xenophobia, and online abuse, prompting concerns regarding the safety and protection of participants and spectators alike. French captain Kylian Mbappe was subjected to racist comments by Paraguayan Senator Celeste Amarilla, leading French prosecutors to launch a formal investigation following a complaint from the French Football Federation. FIFA has identified over 89,000 abusive social media posts throughout the tournament, with 11% containing racial abuse, while also investigating allegations of racist behavior by supporters towards players and streamers. Former player Bastian Schweinsteiger faced criticism from Côte d'Ivoire manager Immerse 5 for characterizing African football as wild and untactical, a remark viewed by many as perpetuating offensive colonial stereotypes. Research indicates that subtle race disparagement devalues African players' intelligence and perpetuates negative perception, necessitating public accountability and stronger enforcement to uphold values of equality, dignity, and respect. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The 2026 FIFA World Cup became the stage where several young stars made their first ever appearance at football's biggest tournament. Spain's Lamine Yamal led the list, arriving with huge expectations and delivering with his creativity, confidence, and match-winning ability. Brazil's Endrick also played his first World Cup, carrying the hopes of a nation searching for its next attacking superstar. The Real Madrid forward showcased his pace, power, and potential as Brazil's future number 9. France introduced midfield sensation Warren Zaire-Emery to the world stage. The PSG youngster impressed with his composure, energy, and maturity, proving he can become a key figure for France in the years ahead. Spain's teenage defender Pau Cubarsí made his World Cup debut and stood out with his calm defending and tactical intelligence. Despite his age, he showed the confidence of an experienced center-back against elite opposition. From Yamal's brilliance to Endrick's promise and Zaire Emery's rise, the 2026 World Cup marked the beginning of a new era. As legends moved towards their final chapters, football's next generation announced their arrival on the biggest stage. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The battle for global football supremacy comes down to 8 elite nations. As Spain and Argentina prepare to face each other for football's ultimate prize, we look back at the exclusive club of recognized champions. Brazil remains the unconquered king of the World Cup with 5 historic titles. Icons like Pelé and Ronaldo anchored a legacy of dominance from 1958 to 2002. European powerhouses Germany and Italy sit close behind with 4 coveted stars each. Italy conquered glory across modern eras, while Germany's tactical machine produced titles in 4 separate decades. Defending world champions Argentina hold the titles after the thrilling 2022 triumph in Qatar. Albiceleste extended their golden run continentally by capturing a record-breaking 16th Copa America trophy in 2024. Uruguay holds a sacred place in history with 2 early world championships. They captured the inaugural 1930 tournament and the legendary Maracanazo in 1950. England's lone World Cup glory came on home soil back in 1966. That iconic Wembley victory remains the pinnacle of international accumulations for the Three Lions. Spain rounds out the elite club with their revolutionary 2010 tiki-taka triumph. Fresh off a dominant Euro 2024 crown in Germany, La Roja is chasing a second historic world star. La Roja is chasing a second historic world star. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The biggest prize in the world football is on the line as defending champions Argentina takes on a resurgent Spain in the FIFA World Cup 2026 finals. After weeks of thrilling action across the United States, Canada, and Mexico, the tournament has boiled down to two of the football's greatest nations. Argentina has shown their championship pedigree with clinical performances throughout the knockout stages, while Spain have impressed with their possession-based style, discipline, and attacking flair. Both sides have overcome tough opponents to reach this showpiece occasion, setting the stage for a high-stakes battle that could go down as one of the most memorable finals in the World Cup history. Will Argentina successfully defend their crown, or will Spain lift the World Cup trophy for the first time since 2010? The world is watching closely as football's ultimate night takes center stage. Bureau Report, NewsX World.
आज का भारत सिर्फ आगे नहीं बढ़ रहा, भारत खुद को नेक्स्ट लेवल पर ले जा रहा है.
Together with my friend Prime Minister Modi, who I was pleased to see again last night, we took on our bilateral relationship and raised it to its highest level ever.
We need new answers. That's why we are coming to India.
And as a citizen of Nepal, India's closest neighbor, I feel a deep sense of pride and optimism seeing this stride.
In the midst of this, life persists. In the midst of untruth, truth persists.
आज का भारत सिर्फ आगे नहीं बढ़ रहा, भारत खुद को नेक्स्ट लेवल पर ले जा रहा है.
Together with my friend Prime Minister Modi, who I was pleased to see again last night, We took on our bilateral relationship and raised it to its highest level ever.
We need new answers. That's why we are coming to India.
And as a citizen of Nepal, India's closest neighbor, I feel a deep sense of pride and optimism seeing this stride.
In the midst of this, life persists. In the midst of untruth, truth persists.
The FIFA World Cup is proving to be as much as an economic spectacle as a sporting one. With billions of dollars flowing through broadcasting, sponsorships, ticket sales, and tourism across 3 host nations, FIFA is emerging as the tournament's biggest financial winner, with revenues expected to surpass Qatar 2022 as the expanded 48-team format boosts commercial income through media rights, hospitality, and licensing. For many supporters, attending matches has come at a premium. Dynamic ticket pricing, expensive accommodation, higher transport fares, and soaring food costs have made the World Cup an increasingly costly experience. Broadcasters and global sponsors are also cashing in as record audiences drive advertising demand. Even hydration breaks have become premium commercial inventory, creating fresh revenue opportunities during matches. While host cities welcomed millions of visitors, economists say the long-term economic gains remain uncertain. Existing infrastructure limited new investment, while public spending and operational costs stayed high. Hotels and restaurants in several host cities reported lower than expected demand, with uneven tourism benefits and some businesses missing projected earnings despite the month-long football festival. As betting companies, sponsors, and FIFA celebrate record commercial returns, economists argue the tournament's lasting legacy will depend less on matchday excitement and more on whether host communities benefit after the final whistle. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The 2026 FIFA World Cup has not only delivered heartbreak and thrills on the pitch, but it has completely taken over the internet as a supreme content factory. Forget the strategies for a moment, social media is crowning its own royalty. Norway's Erling Haaland has gone completely viral, not just for his defender terrifying goals, but because the internet collectively compared his trademark blonde ponytail to the Dragon Ball Z villain Majin Buu. Meanwhile, French superstar Kylian Mbappe has become the subject of absurd fictional supreme leader memes, with fans joking that he's giving orders to managers and the entire world of soccer. From Brazilian referees sounding like airline announcements over loudspeakers to unbothered celebrities in the stadiums, the digital world is in absolute limbs. Indeed, football only lasts 90 minutes, but the memes will truly live forever. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The 2026 FIFA World Cup has faced numerous reports of racism, xenophobia, and online abuse, prompting concerns regarding the safety and protection of participants and spectators alike. French captain Kylian Mbappe was subjected to racist comments by Paraguayan Senator Celeste Amarilla, leading French prosecutors to launch a formal investigation following a complaint from the French Football Federation. FIFA has identified over 89,000 abusive social media posts throughout the tournament, with 11% containing racial abuse, while also investigating allegations of racist behavior by supporters towards players and streamers. Former player Bastian Schweinsteiger faced criticism from Côte d'Ivoire manager Immerse 5 for characterizing African football as wild and untactical, a remark viewed by many as perpetuating offensive colonial stereotypes. Research indicates that subtle race disparagement devalues African players' intelligence and perpetuates negative perception, necessitating public accountability and stronger enforcement to uphold values of equality, dignity, and respect. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The 2026 FIFA World Cup became the stage where several young stars made their first ever appearance at football's biggest tournament. Spain's Lamine Yamal led the list, arriving with huge expectations and delivering with his creativity, confidence, and match-winning ability. Brazil's Endrick also played his first World Cup, carrying the hopes of a nation searching for its next attacking superstar. The Real Madrid forward showcased his pace, power, and potential as Brazil's future number 9. France introduced midfield sensation Warren Zaire-Emery to the world stage. The PSG youngster impressed with his composure, energy, and maturity, proving he can become a key figure for France in the years ahead. Spain's teenage defender Pau Cubarsí made his World Cup debut and stood out with his calm defending and tactical intelligence. Despite his age, he showed the confidence of an experienced center-back against elite opposition. From Yamal's brilliance to Endrick's promise and Zaire-Emery's rise, the 2026 World Cup marked the beginning of a new era. As legends moved towards their final chapters, football's next generation announced their arrival on the biggest stage. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The battle for global football supremacy comes down to 8 elite nations. As Spain and Argentina prepare to face each other for football's ultimate prize, we look back at the exclusive club of recognized champions. Brazil remains the unconquered king of the World Cup with 5 historic titles. Icons like Pelé and Ronaldo anchored a legacy of dominance from 1958 to 2002. European powerhouses Germany and Italy sit close behind with 4 coveted stars each. Italy conquered glory across modern eras, while Germany's tactical machine produced titles in 4 separate decades. Defending world champions Argentina hold the titles after the thrilling 2022 triumph in Qatar. Albiceleste extended their golden run continentally by capturing a record-breaking 16th Copa America trophy in 2024. Uruguay holds a sacred place in history with 2 early World Championships. They captured the inaugural 1930 tournament and the legendary Maracanazo in 1950. England's lone World Cup glory came on home soil back in 1966. That iconic Wembley victory remains the pinnacle of international accumulations for the Three Lions. Spain rounds out the elite club with their revolutionary 2010 tiki-taka triumph. Fresh off a dominant Euro 2024 crown in Germany, La Roja is chasing a second historic world star. La Roja is chasing a second historic world star. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The biggest prize in the world football is on the line as defending champions Argentina takes on a resurgent Spain in the FIFA World Cup 2026 finals. After weeks of thrilling action across the United States, Canada, and Mexico, the tournament has boiled down to 2 of the football's greatest nations. Argentina has shown their championship pedigree with clinical performances throughout the knockout stages, while Spain have impressed with their possession-based style, discipline, and attacking flair. Both sides have overcome tough opponents to reach this showpiece occasion, setting the stage for a high-stakes battle that could go down as one of the most memorable finals in the World Cup history. Will Argentina successfully defend their crown, or will Spain lift the World Cup trophy for the first time since 2010? The world is watching closely as football's ultimate night takes center stage. Bureau Report, NewsX World.
आज का भारत सिर्फ आगे नहीं बढ़ रहा, भारत खुद को नेक्स्ट लेवल पर ले जा रहा है.
Together with my friend Prime Minister Modi, who I was pleased to see again last night, we took on our bilateral relationship and raised it to its highest level ever.
We need new answers, that's why we are coming to India.
And as a citizen of Nepal, India's closest neighbor, I feel a deep sense of pride and optimism seeing this stride.
And what a day, what a night it is to be here. The very finals between Argentina and Spain are taking place. Let me show you the visuals of what it looks like from where we are. You can see enthusiastic crowds here. They've all gathered here supporting their favorite teams. There are people, crowds, some are wearing the Argentinian flags, and the support you could see is happening on ground zero of several of the people who've come here supporting their own team. And the vibe here looks extremely real of what we're trying to show you of several people that have come here. They're all supporting their own teams here, and the very vibe, very environment here looks extremely enthusiastic of people supporting here, and that is what we're trying to show you from where we are reporting at this point of time here. And again, this match, the finals here is going to be extremely important for both the teams. victories. Argentina has already secured 3 victories. Spain has secured 1 victory. So it's going to be very crucial also. We will be talking to the people to understand the crowd. You are here. Tell us about the anticipation that you're feeling when you're here. It's what are you feeling? You're wearing the flag, you asked here to support Argentina, I'm hoping. What are your anticipation for today's match?
Well, I'm just happy Messi is getting to play the final of the World Cup, and I think Argentina can win it. But either ways, I'm going to be happy. It would be Messi's supposedly last match, and I just want to enjoy it to my match.
So, tell me about the anticipation that you're feeling. You've come here, you are supporting Argentina, it seems. What are the anticipation you're
Only Argentina, only Argentina.
Okay. And because see, we've seen Spain has secured 1 victory in the FIFA. Argentina has secured 3 victories. What are your hope for today?
Today's Messi's days. Messi hat-trick did only, and the golden boot goes to Messi only.
Tell us about your anticipation. You've come here. What are you feeling today? What are you hoping?
I think Lamine is going to win it. Ishita is supporting Messi, but I think Lamine is going to win.
So you are also wearing Argentina jersey. I could understand that you're obviously supporting Argentina, but what is your anticipation for today?
Obviously Argentina is going to win.
Okay. So the vibe here looks, people are hooting for Messi. What are your anticipation for today's match?
I think we are going to win easy. Argentina going to win easily.
Okay, no, because we've seen that Spain has secured 1 victory. Argentina has secured 3 victories in the World Cup. What are you hoping? Who's going to perform? Who's going to be the top scorer today?
Of course, Messi. Messi going to score a hat-trick today.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So, we have another person. We want to know you're wearing a Messi also.
Yeah.
You have Messi written in your jersey. What are your anticipation for today's match? What are you hoping for today?
So I'm a Barca fan, so I love both Messi as well as Spain. But for me, it has to be Messi this time. It's the last World Cup, and if it's not this, Spain kids have a lot of ways to win.
Spain has secured. Spain has secured 1 victory. Argentina has secured 3 victories, right? What are you hoping today? Who's going to perform? Who's going to be a top scorer today?
If I say analytically, while I'm supporting Argentina, I do think Spain has a greater chance of winning since they have a more tighter, compact squad, and they'll not let Argentina break their line so easily. But having said that, Argentina has Messi, and as long as there's Messi on pitch, anything can happen, and he'll do it.
I want to know from you also. What are you also hoping? What is your anticipation?
Welcome back to our special coverage of the FIFA World Cup finals of 2026. It is a pleasure to have you back. Now, the wait is over. After weeks of unforgettable football, dramatic upsets and defining moments, it all comes down to this: Spain versus Argentina. We have just hit half-time here, and I am Ellie Richardson, and this is our FIFA World Cup 2026 final special on NewsX World here on World of Sports. Now, as this match is commencing, all eyes are on Spain and Argentina, and the World of Sports here. We will break down the match for you live with sports commentators, former football players, to break down that much awaited tournament of the year. Now, this first half of this final is now complete. Spain has enjoyed the bulk of possession with 64%, with Argentina left with 36%. Spain has also completed almost double the number of passes that Argentina has, with Spain's 337 passes in comparison to Argentina's 185. The first half also saw the first yellow card of the game, with Argentina's Martinez being on the receiving end of this to a rather egregious tackle on Spain's Orzabal. And now the first substitution also came in minutes later, as Martinez went down after Cruciela's attempt on goal, with veteran Otamendi to replacing him. Now, Lionel Messi became the oldest ever outfield player to feature in a World Cup final. With the second half of the half-an-hour break away, the expectations from both the teams are sky high, as they seem to be cancelling each other out at the moment. Now, to give us more of a feel, we are now joining back with our reporters. First up, we are joining back with Brian Thomas, our correspondent at the Be Young in Brew Garden in New Delhi. Brian, thank you so much for staying here and for joining us here as our reporter. Our second reporter, we are also being joined by Arzu Seth, who's our correspondent at the Meet Zoo in New Delhi. Thank you to the both of you for staying with us and joining us here throughout our live of this FIFA World Cup Final 2026. Now, Brian, to you first, please. What is the feeling like there for all the Argentina fans? We spoke earlier how buzzing they were, how excited they were. What is the generic feel after that first half performance?
Well, yes, clearly, we are at Be Young and you can see the visual here. Before we go and talk to the people who've come here to support in large numbers to the respective teams, you can see many people who've come here to support, and this is what we are trying to show you from our end. Now, we are joined by a little fan. I just want to know your name. What's your name? Arif. So, Arif, what are you supporting? Who are you supporting?
Argentina.
Argentina. Who's your favorite player?
Messi.
So you saw the first half, it was 0-0. What are you hoping for the game to happen? What are you anticipating for the game?
2.
Okay, so you're hoping that Argentina will score, they'll win the game?
Huh?
You're hoping that Argentina will win the game?
Yes.
Okay. So there are many a number of fans also that we will be talking to them. We will also be talking to many such people, sir. You saw the first half. Both teams going head on with each other. Now, what are you hoping? The scores are 0-0. None of the teams have scored, but they were all head on to each other. Even though we've been seeing that Spain having the balls more than Argentina did. What are you hoping for the game to happen?
Since my child is a fan of FIFA World Cup and he is supporting Messi, and Messi is from Argentina, so I am hoping that Argentina should perform well.
Any favorite player, anyone you are hoping for will be the top scorer?
Messi.
Everyone's talking about Messi. Everyone's hoping that Messi will be scoring here, and this is what we are trying to show. Like we are here and ground zero, and this is the situation here. You've come here to watch the game itself. Yeah. Who are you supporting? We've seen the first half. It was 0-0. The game is going heads on. What are you hoping for the match to happen? What are your anticipation, expectations?
So here I am. I'm Sarthak, by the way, and I'm supporting Spain today. I've been supporting like 4 teams together. I don't want to win. I don't want to win. Like I don't want Argentina to win, basically.
So you're the only one I feel here.
My brother is also here. Yeah.
Very few people here who are supporting Spain.
Yeah,
because we've seen Spain has secured 1 victory and Argentina has secured 3 victories, right? So what are you hoping? Because we've seen also the first half, Spain had more of the balls to itself rather than Argentina. What are you hoping? Who's going to be the top scorer, top performer in Spain also? If you support?
So I think the top scorer is going to be Kylian Mbappe right now, and if like Messi scores like 3 goals right now, but I don't think that's possible. But
first half we've seen 0.
Yeah, it's 0-0 right now. I'm hoping that Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal come to the show and they create a show and they like score a banger for Spain. So
Messi has been a people's favorite. So
Messi's been a people's favorite, but I'm a Ronaldo fan. I really think that Messi is really great. But like I just from my mind and my soul, I can't just support Messi. I'm here for Spain, so I can't just root for. Yeah, so here's my brother. He's supporting Spain.
Who's supporting you? You are supporting Spain, right? Tell me about you're one of the few people here who's supporting Spain. Less in number, minority, I would say. What are you hoping? Because first half we've seen Spain having more of the balls than Argentina. Argentina obviously securing 3 victories over the past few years, and Spain obviously having 1 victory. What are you anticipating, hoping for the game to happen at this point of time?
I think that Yamal will score a goal and Messi will score around 2 goals.
But they're hoping Messi will score in the second half.
Messi will score in the second half. But I'm damn sure that that Spain will win. I'm damn sure about it.
I think that the game will also get into aggressive side, because we've also seen one yellow card also happening by the referee here. So are you seeing there's some amount of tension also that's going to happen?
Yes, there is always a tension at the finals. as because it's the finals, they have to win somehow. So they will beat the hell out of each other.
Okay, so you're supporting Spain. So I want to know you from you. There are very few people who are supporting Spain. Who are you supporting?
Argentina all the way. Argentina all the way.
Your group, there's two people who are supporting Spain, and the majority is Argentina, obviously. What are you going to tell to them? How are you seeing the game happening? Because obviously, in the first half, scores are nil, scores are 0. What are you looking for? What are your anticipation for the game?
See, I think it's an equal score right now. So it's 50-50 all the way. But see, Argentina, we have seen in the previous games also, has come back in the from the 75th minute. From the last 15 minutes, they pushed their 6th gear and they're on a roll. I know Spain is very good and they were very dominant against France. But as Messi said, they have their weapons too. Martinez is yet to come on. They have really good players, including Simeone. So I know my friends, they in the group are supporting Spain. But I am all the way there for Argentina. And I'm ready for Argentina all the way. Vamos Argentina.
You know, Messi has been a top favorite, right? A fan favorite of people. What are you hoping? How many goals? Because there are people saying that he'll score 3 goals, 2 goals in the second half. 45 minutes left. Maybe it goes more. What are you seeing? What are you thinking that Messi will be scoring? Will he also be the top scorer itself? You know, he will be going up the game in terms of the top scorer because he has a certain number of goals also in his bucket.
See, with Messi, you can't really ever predict what's Messi going to do. That is just the goat for you. You can't. What is the purpose of this sue? Because Messi.
People also they're saying us next. I want to know from
Absolutely,
you.
Brian. Thank you so much for joining us. Now we're just going to go over to our second reporter, Arzu, who is in Mizo in New Delhi. Arzu, thank you so much for joining us and for giving us the insights of on ground. Now, can you tell us from your end, what is the vibe like where you are? What are people saying after that first half and how is it there right now, please?
Absolutely, the first half has been completed. The 45 minutes have been very interesting as both the team has stopped each other from doing any goal. And let me also give you the atmosphere, how it looks like as you can clearly see, you know, as we head into the second half, it's still all to play for. One moment of magic, one mistake or even a penalty shootout could decide who will lift the most prestigious trophy in world football. Also, the atmosphere among the fans here is electric. While some are confident that their team will finish the job, others believe the real drama is yet to unfold. Let me directly go across the football fans here. What do you have to say about the first half?
Sorry, no interview today.
Which team are you supporting tonight?
Argentina.
And which player has been stand out who impressed you the most?
Messi.
So which team are you supporting?
Spain.
Spain. So he's supporting Argentina, you are supporting his rival.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite player?
Lamine Yamal.
Till now, how have you seen the first half? Who has impressed you the most?
Both teams are playing okay right now, yeah.
What do you want to see in the second half?
I would like to see Lamine Yamal score, yeah. Yeah, it's my best.
Let me go across some more fans who are sitting here to understand so how have been the first half?
It was boring.
Boring? What are you expecting in the second half?
Not boring stuff. I hope someone scores. Even if it is Argentina, they score. It's fine. We need an entertaining game now.
So whom you are expecting who is going to do the first goal?
Spain, honestly. I hope so. Yeah, Spain for sure.
Okay, all right. So let me also go across some more football fans here. So whom you are supporting tonight?
Spain.
Yeah. So which player has been one of the favorite till now?
Yamal. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So whom you are supporting tonight?
Spain.
Who has impressed you till now?
Yamal.
Do you think that Spain will be able to take the title this time?
Yes, definitely. 100%.
What are you expecting in the second half?
It'll be a Mikel Merino winner in the end.
Okay. So what are you expecting in the second half?
no idea. I don't watch football, so I don't have no idea.
Come here.
So there you heard the football fans enjoying, and I've also requested my camera person to show around the big screen has been put up in New Delhi for the football fans who all are here to enjoy this night and to see who is going to win this title, the World Cup, Football World Cup, FIFA World Cup 2026. Also, let me go across to some more young football fans. How are you impressed with the first half?
It's been very slow as of now, but hopefully it picks up, eventually. Yeah.
What are you expecting in the second half?
Expecting
Who's going to do the first?
Expecting Cucurella with a good finish. Yeah, for Spain.
What's impressed you till now? Which player has?
I feel Yamal's creating some good chances, but yeah, no, we've been just enjoying the time of the year right now. So yeah.
Thank you. So how has been the first half?
I think Spain has been pressing hard. It's a great thing. I think after the half is over, Spain is going to come back very strong.
What do you say about the first half?
What he said.
All right. So there you see the players are all set to come in inside the field and they're preparing up for the second half. And in fact, the fans are expecting that the second half is going to be much more exciting, and they are confident that their team will finish the job and will be winning the title this time. And let's find out, what the fans have to say about the second half and also the first half that has been completed. Let me also go across some girls who are standing here. How much excited are you for tonight?
I'm very excited. I am supporting Spain. Yeah, because Spain is the underdog, so I love to support underdogs.
Do you think this time Spain is going to do some magic and win this title?
I feel like Spain has an all-rounder team, and I think they can do it. They can beat Argentina. I hope so.
All right. Which team are you supporting?
Spain.
Which team are you?
Spain.
Who has impressed you till now? Which player has impressed?
Lamine Yamal. Erling Haaland and Jude Bellingham.
All right. So the second half is about to start. What are you expecting from the second half?
We're expecting Spain to win. I feel like there's going to be a lot of competitive, match. It's going to be a very competitive match. I'm hoping that it goes till extra time and a penalty shootout also.
You're expecting that?
Yeah. That
you also
want that? Yes. That makes it fun.
Absolutely. So fans are not going to compromise, and they want an interesting match to start. And the big screen are on. The fans are all set to watch the second half. This is going to be very interesting clash between the Argentina and Spain. And in fact, the fans are all set to witness this one of the biggest match of world football. The fans are all set, and in fact, the second half is about to start in a few minutes. Yes.
Thank you so much, Arzu, for joining us here and giving us the vibes on ground. Thank you so much. Now we go to our guests of this half. Now we are being joined by Miss Rad Keric, who's a former professional footballer and Croatian Players Agents Association and president of Sports Director NK, and a Croatian Premier League club, joining us from Berlin. Thank you so much for joining us here today on our FIFA World Cup final coverage. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on. Now, first half we have just seen. It's been a bit of a game where it seems a bit of a backwards and forwards, what we're seeing right now. But we have seen 3 shots for Spain, 2 shots on target, and 0 shots on target for Argentina. How do you describe the first half of this game? Do you think Spain are holding them to account in a way and making sure that they are having the possession, majority of the possession, to tire out the Argentina players to make sure they can push through in the second half?
I would say this is a normally development of so big games. The price is very high. Nobody wants to risk too much, especially not on the start of the game. And I would say, yes, Spain controlled the game. They have a really very good midfielder, which are high level quality. But also, I think Argentina give them the ball. You know, it was a plan of the game plan of Argentina coach. You know, let's give the Spanish team the ball, but care about that nothing big happens. And that was also how the first half was running. Now it's important the next 15, 20 first minutes of the second half of the game. There we will see what will Argentina do. I'm sure now will Argentina press much higher and will give Spain the possibility to hold the ball. That's my opinion, that the game will run like that. And when then Argentina can put his style of game, then Argentina is very dangerous to win this game.
Yeah, absolutely, and like you mentioned, waiting for Spain to push on, not Spain, sorry, Argentina to push through in this second half. In the first half, you also correctly mentioned how we haven't really seen much. No one wants to give that much just yet because it's so early on in this first half. Now, coming into the second half, what are you expecting to see from both teams? Are you expecting to see Spain still hold the majority possession, still make their little passes between each other and be able to find those gaps like they have been doing in that first half and creating those shots? Or do you expect Argentina to come alive a bit more and show why they are chasing to be reigning world champions?
Yes, I really, I'm very curious about the second half, and especially, like I said, the first 20, 25 minutes, because I'm 100% sure that Argentina will play now much more pressing, will disturb every pass game of the Spains, and that will decide what will happen. You know, when Spain again control the game, I think some of the chances will open for Yamal, for or Isabel or Olmo, and maybe Spain will go in front with 1-0. But when they don't control the ball like the first half, and Argentina are close and enough in every duel of the balls, then is very big danger that one time or two times Leo Messi have a little bit more space, and we know when Leo have space, then the most of times is very dangerous, and most of times he score a goal.
Absolutely. Now, Abig, we're welcoming you now into this conversation. Thank you so much for joining us here in this panel. We are being just stayed with Masad. Thank you. But Abig Deb is a football journalist joining us from Assen. Thank you so much for joining us here. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on and discuss this final, this highly anticipated final that is happening right now. We've not seen much in this first half, to be honest. It's been quite backwards and forwards. They're both seeing quite level. However, we are seeing Spain create these better chances. They're creating more chances. Not a lot, but they are creating some. 64% possession, 35% possession. Spain dominating this game. Are we expecting to see the same in this second half, Abig, from your perspective? Who impressed you within this first half, and who are you expecting to shine now in this second half?
Well, this is usually Spain's game, isn't it? Like to hold possession and kind of tire out the opponents. But the problem is the opponent is Argentina, who have all the experience in this tournament of taking a game deep. They've won most of their games after the 85th minute. For me, the player that has impressed me the most has been Rodri. He's been up, he's been down. He's known as the instrumental sort of catalyst in terms of attack, in terms of defense, and yeah, he's been tracking back. He's been spinning around just to defend the ball, and he's also making sure the pathways open up for someone like Olmo to find pocket, or someone like Alex Baena to take on, or even Marco Correa to overlap. I think Spain, I mean, we just saw the first 5 minutes of the Argentina half. They have come out all guns blazing. They are pressing high. They've already taken like 2 or 3 shots at the goal. And as I speak, they're already attacking again. So I think Spain will just have to calm themselves down a bit. The half did not really start the way they would have liked. It's not exactly a repeat of what they did in the first half, which is pass it around and look for opportunities, which they have made good opportunities. The final ball has been missing. We've seen crosses coming in from Correa. We've seen shots being taken from the edge of the box. But yeah, the final touch is the one thing that I think they need to work on. And if they can sustain these early 10-15 minutes of Argentine pressure, I think they will get back into the rhythm of the game pretty soon.
Amazing. And also, Avik, you said you're watching this now. As you've just seen them come out into this this second half, who's impressing you already? Who's woken up the most in from this halftime talk?
Well, I think the fact that they brought in Paredes to get more control in the midfield is something Scaloni should have done earlier. I get what his idea was with starting Nico Gonzalez, because he is a very hardworking sort of track backing person, because he is expected to double team Lamine Yamal alongside Nicolas Tagliafico. And they tried that out in the first half. It did not quite work out. Yamal was still finding spaces while Nico Gonzalez could not track back. So now they have decided to sort of make the midfield more like compact. You don't give spaces for someone like Dani Olmo or even Mikel Oyarzabal to drop and connect passes. So Paredes, so far, just the fact that he's in the midfield, his mere presence is allowing Argentina to take a bit more risk, get a bit more forward. And so for the first 5-6 minutes, we have seen that control that was completely missing in the first half.
Absolutely, Abby. Stay with us, please. Now, welcoming into this conversation, we have got David Cabrillo, who is a Spanish international football manager, joining us from Colombia. David, I can only imagine how you're feeling right now. How are you feeling after that first half, after watching Spain during that first half? What are your thoughts? Who's impressed you, and what more can be done, do you think?
Hello, everybody. Yeah, Spain the first half dominate the ball very well, but not with very danger. Anyway, I think this frustrates the opponent, it's frustrating Argentina. And I expect now that Argentina is going to have much more the ball. I think is good for Spain also, because they will have the big spaces that they need to score goals. And it's very equal game. The game start, any of both teams, they want to make mistakes. So for the supporters, maybe it's not the most funny game, but there is, I feel a lot of pressure on the players. They don't want to fail, they play easy. But I think this second half will be more aggressive and we'll see more chances for both teams.
Absolutely. Also welcoming in this conversation on our panel, we've got David and we've also got Mersad. Thank you to the both of you for joining us. We've got both of you here. Now I'm going to ask the same question to the both of you, if that's okay. In this final, now we know tournament football is always different to normal, and it's always unexpected. It's so much more anticipated, and it's the World Cup final. Mersad, please, to you first for this question. What do you think, out of both of these teams with their usual tactics and their usual standouts for both of them, who has got that winning factor, do you think?
I think the team which will make the first score will win the game. And now is the question, tactic is of course very important, but I know that these big games, always the team who use his chances win the game. And that will be interesting. Nobody have a big chance until now. And I think the first one who will use his first big chance, they will win the game. That's my opinion.
Absolutely. And the same question to you now, please, David. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm totally agree with that. The first goal will be very important because if Spain score the first goal, they can keep the possession. Argentina is trying to press a little bit more, but we can't forget that of course Messi is an incredible player, no doubts about it. But sometimes when he's defending is not pressured too much, you know, and this happens also in Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain. So this is an important point for Spain to maintain the ball possession. And yeah, the first goal I think also will be important. Anyway, I think Spain has to move the bench because Oyarzabal, the striker, is not being dangerous now. I think Ferran can bring new things.
Absolutely. And now we're just going to also bring in Abik to join us into this conversation. Abik, we've just seen a yellow card come out again for Argentina. Now, it's no secret that this past World Cup, especially this one, the questions have arose over Argentina's team and how they are, how they act. We saw with their match against England in the semi-finals, it was a very physical start, to say the least. And now we've just seen another yellow card. What can you say your thoughts are on that as you've just seen it too, please?
I think Argentina, as you mentioned, yeah, they are a physical team. They use that physicality to unsettle opponents. I mean, it's not usually the most pleasing sort of eye candy, but in a World Cup final, you take every single weapon in your arsenal and you go all out. I know that by the time this game comes closer to 90 minutes or even goes extra time, they know that Spain will be tiring out. So will the Argentine legs. They will. I mean, we already saw Lisandro Martinez pick up a yellow card and then get substituted off. Of course, it was an injury, but to have these players in dangerous positions making this sort of tackles, it's a very common theme of Argentina. You can't really point fingers and say, oh, it's a dirty play. I mean, yeah, I mean, to some eyes, it is dirty. To some eyes, it's like what the Argentine sort of style of play is. It's what you see in their coaches. It's what you see when Diego Simeone manages Atletico Madrid. So I do think if they keep it up too much, if they keep breaking the rhythm of the every time Spanish attack gets underway and they to use physicality to break the attack, they might keep on getting lucky. But of course, the referee is always taking notes, and a few too many tackles will definitely get one of these players in trouble.
Absolutely. Now, David, bringing in you for this, please. Now, leading on from that conversation, Argentina's game is very physical, and we have seen that through many World Cups. We've seen how they are and how they play. And now, going into this second half, the reactions are, it's coming more to life now. Football is now being played. Is this what we were expecting from Argentina?
Yeah, we were expecting that from Argentina. They are very physical, and Spain has to play very fast, using many times the one touch, because Spain doesn't want this kind of games about physical and fight. I think for Spain, they prefer more a technical game, because Argentina on that is very powerful, and also the referee, I think, doesn't want to take many yellow cards. So this kind of games is not good for Spain. We don't want fights. We want to play technically, because Argentina is better in the other way.
Absolutely. Now, Merdas, just joining you. Mersad, sorry, just joining you now back into this. Again, leading on to what we were just discussing about Argentina's form of play, how they play, and how they've bursted into this second half. There seems to be more chances now happening. However, we've seen that Spain can do what they want to do. Those little touch passes through the middle, and they just managed to get through Argentina. Is this what Argentina need to watch out on? Is this where the physicality comes out, but with them, because of Spain's ability to find these little pockets and move through?
Yes, I agree with you. What I would think about for the Argentinian team, I think they must to force more to bring Messi in the game. I have the feeling that today Messi is not even on the pitch. You know, he don't have too much balls. I think Spain closed the space very well around Messi, and now he needs support from his teammates. You know, they must to also to make more, that Messi have a little bit more space, and when that not happens, then I see no chance for Argentina to score. And on another side, I think how the game will go up and up and up, longer and longer, Spain will have a bigger control with his technically passing game.
Absolutely. Now, Mersad, stay with us. We're also just going to bring in for this conversation with yourself, Abik. Thank you, Abik, for joining us and for joining us for this panel with us. Now, to the both of you, same question is going to apply. There's going to be several individual battles here on this pitch. Big names up against each other. We have Rodri versus Enzo Fernandez in midfield. We have Lionel Messi coming up against Spain's dominant and very, very professional defensive back line. Very, very disciplined, to say the least. With which head-to-head duel do you think will have the biggest influence on this outcome of this game, especially what we've seen in this second half? Abik, to you first, please.
I think most of Spanish games are won in the midfield. I mean, Rodri versus Enzo Fernandez, McAllister. I mean, it's about who dominates that space in the middle better. As I speak, Ruiz is going out, so Pedri is coming in right now. So if Pedri acts as the way he plays in Barcelona, which is a bit deeper compared to where he plays for Spain, if he kind of tries to form a double pivot, not exactly a rigid pivot, but someone that's like free-flowing in the midfield, giving Rodri a bit more room to breathe, that might be something that we can look forward to, like both McAllister and Enzo Fernandez versus Rodri and Pedri. I think in the midfield is where this game will be won.
Absolutely. Now, Mersad, the same question to you, please. Which head-to-head duel do you think will have the biggest outcome on this result, especially after seeing this burst of life in the second half?
Yes, I agree with Deb that Rodri is a very important position. Also, he is the leader of the team, and in this kind of the game, he is really somebody who showed the way, you know, to the victory. But also, Spain have some another very, very dangerous players. Perhaps not just Yamal, also Olmo is very dangerous. When he will have some situation for coming in front of the goal, I think he can score. And in the moment, I really see much more players on the field from the Spanish team to score than Argentina. In Argentina, I don't see any dangers. When Messi is not there, nothing specially can happen. You know, that's my opinion.
Absolutely. And one more question to the both of you now, please. Spain have relied on possession, tactical control and defensive discipline throughout this tournament, as what we've seen, while Argentina have repeatedly shown resilience in what they do with these their ability to produce these late defining moments under pressure in extra time in the late stages of the game. Which footballing philosophy do you believe is more likely to succeed on the biggest stage? Abik, to you first, please.
Well, as a proponent of Spanish football, I would say tiki-taka in this particular fixture has been working. The fact that Argentina they've kept the ball, they've passed it around, they haven't really managed to sort of invade the Spanish space as much as they would like. I mean, only we've been starting to see it in the second half when maybe a team talk might have changed something. But the fact that this Luis de la Fuente's version of tiki-taka, which is so vertical, which is so rapid, it's bygone the sort of Vicente del Bosque sort of tiki-taka that won them the World Cup. Luis Enrique with the 1,000 sideways passes. This is a vertical team. This is a team that forms those triangles so quickly, and these triangles keep on progressing up the pitch. We've seen this throughout the tournament. They've only conceded one goal, and that was against Belgium. So far, every single game, they've kept a clean sheet. 65th minute in this final, they have kept a clean sheet. If I had to bet my house, I'd say Spain are taking this through their philosophy tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Same question to you, Mersa, please. Who do you think's philosophy is going to give them that defining moment for them?
I also agree with Deb. I also see Spain, that they will win today. We speak about Spain that they are very technical, you know, and they have really the ball position and everything else, but they also have amazing defenders, you know. I like very much Laporte. He is not just defending, he also play a great game opener, and he's also physically very athletic, and he wins all his tackles. And Spain as a team play a great defense altogether, and of course we know that they are excellent with the ball. And maybe I also think that they must bring from the bench some more powerful forward striker, which can make this last pitch to score. You know, that's maybe the only thing what the coach must to find out who is the right person to bring him in, maybe in the next 15 minutes to score the goal.
Absolutely. To you, both of you, stay with me, please. I'm now just going to welcome back in David. David, thank you for staying with us and joining us back here to discuss this further. Now, with this second half underway, we've heard that you can feel that maybe Spain are wearing down Argentina. They're showing their display. They're showing why they're European champions. What can you tell me you're making out of this second half and how Spain are performing, and who do you think has this ability right now to take it all the way?
Yeah, I think Spain is closer now of the goal than Argentina. Each time I see more chances. Anyway, big chance now. What I see is that, but Argentina is, I'm scared as a Spanish, let's say, because they in one chance or set pieces, they can score you goal, you know. So, and Argentina, they have this passion, this mentality very similar to Real Madrid, you know, that they fight till the last moment, they have courage, they have heart. So this is very dangerous for Spain. They can arrive one time and kill you the game, you know. And in Spain, we miss this kind of last talent, you know. We have Lamine Yamal, it's true, but sometimes when he's playing in the wing as a winger into the side, doesn't participate too much. I think Spain should have a plan B and sometimes move Lamine Yamal to the middle, because it's not just dribbling Lamine Yamal. He has also good shooting, he has good pass. So just to try something different to surprise Argentina, I think this is what we should do.
And David, also staying with you, reports of 5 shots on target for Spain, none for Argentina. What is this telling us about how this final is going? Also, the fact that it is a very back and forward game. It's a physical game. We were expecting it to be a physical game. But what can you tell us about how this final is going right now? Especially with the fact that Spain always seemed, like mentioned earlier, find these pockets, then find that run. But Argentina's back line seems to be on top of their game, ready, waiting for them to make that run to block it, do you think?
You asked me?
Yes, sorry.
Sorry, I couldn't listen very well.
No, that's all right. So what I said is we've just seen that obviously 5 shots on target for Spain, none for Argentina in these latest reports. What does this tell us about how this final is going? Also, interesting, 5 shots on target, but Argentina's backline seems to be so ready for Spain's run through like they do. They find those little pockets, but they seem to be ready to block that, and they're defending very well. Do you think Argentina, Spain's pushed them all the way back, and for them to block themselves off, like kind of what Argentina did to England, let's say, in the semi-final? England went all back. Do you think this is a repeat of what's happening?
Could be, could be. Spain is making very low block to Argentina, but this is dangerous, because they have a very fast player like Julian Alvarez, and they can counter-attack very dangerous, So Spain can't stay allowing Argentina alive, They have to kill the game now because now Argentina is not playing very well. And dangerous because Argentina has a very good bench, and Spain, I will say, less bench than Argentina. Anyway, I think very equal game. Till Spain doesn't score, I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, stay with us, please. We have just seen the second half of the World Cup final has kicked off. The spice in this game has already started to give off its smell. Moments after play resumed, Spain's Alex Ibena took a shot at the Argentinian goal. That was again saved by Martinez. Although the shot didn't have much power behind it, it was enough to get people off their seats and for a moment. But we also have another yellow card, this time to Argentina's Paredes for the tackle on the Spanish captain. Spain have already created 3 chances since the start of play, and Argentina are yet to flex their muscles. Although nobody will make a mistake of passing judgment on them so soon. Now, to join us back here, we are taking Mursad and also Abik. Thank you so much for joining us here for this. Now, as we just heard, we've just gone into the hydration break. It's seeming like Spain have got this game, would you say, is a fair assessment to make? Abik, please, over to you.
Well, I think they have definitely calmed it down a bit compared to when they started the half. I mean, the hydration break, the break in momentum is definitely working in their favor. But if Argentina had kept that sort of momentum that they had showed in the first 5-10 minutes of the half, I think Spain were in danger. Of course, now the fact that both their central defenders have been substituted off due to injuries, Argentina, maybe now they'll have a bit more sort of freedom at the back because there's no danger of like a yellow card converting into red card for Lisandro Martinez or Romero. I think Spain still have to watch their backs. I think a single sort of pass through the middle can completely slice open the Spanish midfield and defense. But so far, what we have seen, Spain have done well to ward off these Argentine threat in the second half.
Absolutely. Mursad, to you now, please. How do you think this first half of the second half has gone just before this hydration break? Who's impressed you the most, and who do you think are coming into turns to be as the winners?
I still don't see dangers in the Argentina game, and when Messi don't wake up, I don't see the possibility to score, first of all. And I'm sure when the game is going longer and longer, that Spain will have his chances, and something will happen. That's my opinion. But of course, that is like a big box match with 2 heavyweight champions. Here is just a small detail can decide everything. And you never know. But like the game is looking now, I would give 60% to Spain and 40% to Argentina.
Absolutely. To all 3 of you for joining us here, to Mursad, to Abik and to David, thank you so much for joining us here on our live coverage. It's an absolute pleasure to have you all on. Thank you. Well, the FIFA World Cup final is here as Spain and Argentina battle it out for the game's ultimate honour. With that, we will be back after a short break. Stay tuned.
in the midst of this, life persists. In the midst of untruth, truth persists.
Well, we are at Young, and what a day, what a night it is to be here. The very finals between Argentina and Spain are taking place. Let me show you the visuals of what it looks like from where we are. You can see enthusiastic crowds here. They've all gathered here supporting their favorite teams. There are people, crowds, some are wearing the Argentinian flags, and the support you could see is happening on ground zero of several of the people who've come here supporting their own team. And the vibe here looks extremely real of what we're trying to show you of several people that have come here. They're all supporting their own teams here, and the very vibe, very environment here looks extremely enthusiastic of people supporting here, and that is what we're trying to show you from where we are reporting at this point of time here. And again, this match, the finals here is going to be extremely important for both the teams. Argentina has already secured 3 victories. Spain has secured 1 victory. So it's going to be very crucial also. We will be talking to the people to understand the crowd. You are here. Tell us about the anticipation that you're feeling when you're here. What are you feeling? You're wearing the flag, you asked here to support Argentina, I'm hoping. What are your anticipation for today's match?
Well, I'm just happy Messi is getting to play the final of the World Cup, and I think Argentina can win it. But either ways, I'm going to be happy. It would be Messi's supposedly last match, and I just want to enjoy it to my max.
So, tell me about the anticipation that you're feeling. You've come here. You are supporting Argentina. It seems. What are the anticipation you're feeling?
Only Argentina, only Argentina.
Okay. And because see, we've seen Spain has secured 1 victory in the FIFA. Argentina has secured 3 victories. What are your hope for today?
Today is Messi's day. Messi hat-trick did only, and the golden boot goes to Messi only.
Tell us about your anticipation. You've come here. What are you feeling today? What are you hoping?
I think Lamine is going to win it. Ishita is supporting Messi, but I think Lamine is going to win.
So you are also wearing Argentina jersey. I could understand that you're obviously supporting Argentina, but what is your anticipation for today?
Obviously Argentina is gonna win.
Okay. So the vibe here looks, people are hooting for Messi. What are your anticipation for today's match?
I think we are gonna win easy. Argentina gonna win easily.
Okay, no, because we've seen that Spain has secured 1 victory. Argentina has secured 3 victories in the World Cup. What are you hoping? Who's going to perform? Who's going to be the top scorer today?
Of course, Messi. Messi gonna score a hat-trick today.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So, we have another person. We want to know you're wearing a Messi also.
Yeah.
You have Messi written in your jersey. What are your anticipation for today's match? What are you hoping for today?
I'm a Barca fan, so I love both Messi as well as Spain. But for me, it has to be Messi this time. It's the last World Cup, and if it's not this, Spain kids have a lot of years to win.
Spain has secured. Spain has secured 1 victory. Argentina has secured 3 victories, right? What are you hoping today? Who's going to perform? Who's going to be a top scorer today?
If I say analytically, while I'm supporting Argentina, I do think Spain has a greater chance of winning since they have a more tighter, compact squad, and they'll not let Argentina break their line so easily. But having said that, Argentina has Messi, and as long as there's Messi on pitch, anything can happen, and he'll do it!
Okay, I want to know from you also, what are you also hoping? What is your anticipation for today's match?
Messi!
You get a feel of this, right? You get a feel of a vibe. You get a feel of the people, the pulse of the people, what they have been speaking. They've been supporting Messi. They've been supporting Argentina. And it looks extremely real, important. And how many people gathered here to support their own team, to support their own kind of people here. And this is what we're trying to show you from ground zero where we are reporting. So very importantly, this is our coverage for today. We will be showing you and giving you more such of these updates. This is me, Brian Thomas, signing off with Campus and Deepak for NewsX Delhi.
The FIFA World Cup is proving to be as much as an economic spectacle as a sporting one. With billions of dollars flowing through broadcasting, sponsorships, ticket sales, and tourism across 3 host nations, FIFA is emerging as the tournament's biggest financial winner, with revenues expected to surpass Qatar 2022 as the expanded 48-team format boosts commercial income through media rights, hospitality, and licensing. For many supporters, attending matches has come at a premium. Dynamic ticket pricing, expensive accommodation, higher transport fares, and soaring food costs have made the World Cup an increasingly costly experience. Broadcasters and global sponsors are also cashing in as record audiences drive advertising demand. Even hydration breaks have become premium commercial inventory, creating fresh revenue opportunities during matches. While host cities welcomed millions of visitors, economists say the long-term economic gains remain uncertain. Existing infrastructure limited new investment, while public spending and operational costs stayed high. Hotels and restaurants in several host cities reported lower than expected demand, with uneven tourism benefits and some businesses missing projected earnings despite the month-long football festival. As betting companies, sponsors, and FIFA celebrate record commercial returns, economists argue the tournament's lasting legacy will depend less on matchday excitement and more on whether host communities benefit after the final whistle. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The 2026 FIFA World Cup has not only delivered heartbreak and thrills on the pitch, but it has completely taken over the internet as a supreme content factory. Forget the strategies for a moment, social media is crowning its own royalty. Norway's Erling Haaland has gone completely viral, not just for his defender terrifying goals, but because the internet collectively compared his trademark blonde ponytail to the Dragon Ball Z villain Majin Buu. Meanwhile, French superstar Kylian Mbappe has become the subject of absurd fictional supreme leader memes, with fans joking that he's giving orders to managers and the entire world of soccer. From Brazilian referees sounding like airline announcements over loudspeakers to unbothered celebrities in the stadiums, the digital world is in absolute limbs. Indeed, football only lasts 90 minutes, but the memes will truly live forever. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The 2026 FIFA World Cup has faced numerous reports of racism, xenophobia, and online abuse, prompting concerns regarding the safety and protection of participants and spectators alike. French captain Kylian Mbappe was subjected to racist comments by Paraguayan Senator Celeste Amarilla, leading French prosecutors to launch a formal investigation following a complaint from the French Football Federation. FIFA has identified over 89,000 abusive social media posts throughout the tournament, with 11% containing racial abuse, while also investigating allegations of racist behavior by supporters towards players and streamers. Former player Bastian Schweinsteiger faced criticism from Côte d'Ivoire manager Immerse 5 for characterizing African football as wild and untactical, a remark viewed by many as perpetuating offensive colonial stereotypes. Research indicates that subtle race disparagement devalues African players' intelligence and perpetuates negative perception, necessitating public accountability and stronger enforcement to uphold values of equality, dignity, and respect. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The 2026 FIFA World Cup became the stage where several young stars made their first ever appearance at football's biggest tournament. Spain's Lamine Yamal led the list, arriving with huge expectations and delivering with his creativity, confidence, and match-winning ability. Brazil's Endrick also played his first World Cup, carrying the hopes of a nation searching for its next attacking superstar. The Real Madrid forward showcased his pace, power, and potential as Brazil's future number 9. France introduced midfield sensation Warren Zaire-Emery to the world stage. The PSG youngster impressed with his composure, energy, and maturity, proving he can become a key figure for France in the years ahead. Spain's teenage defender Pau Cubarsí made his World Cup debut and stood out with his calm defending and tactical intelligence. Despite his age, he showed the confidence of an experienced center back. Against against elite opposition. From Yamal's brilliance to Endrick's promise and Zaire Emery's rise, the 2026 World Cup marked the beginning of a new era. As legends moved towards their final chapters, football's next generation announced their arrival on the biggest stage. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The battle for global football supremacy comes down to 8 elite nations. As Spain and Argentina prepare to face each other for football's ultimate prize, we look back at the exclusive club of recognized champions. Brazil remains the unconquered king of the World Cup with 5 historic titles. Icons like Pelé and Ronaldo anchored a legacy of dominance from 1958 to 2002. European powerhouses Germany and Italy sit close behind with 4 coveted stars each. Italy conquered glory across modern
Welcome back to our special coverage of the FIFA World Cup 2026 final on NewsX World. The wait is over after weeks of unforgettable football, dramatic upsets and defining moments. It all comes down to this: Spain versus Argentina. As the action gets underway at the MetLife Stadium, we'll bring you every major talking point, tactical battle and key momentum from football's biggest night. Joining us throughout the evening are our panel of sports commentators, former footballers, and who will analyse the game as it unfolds and break down everything from the biggest moments to the biggest decisions. Stay with us as we have an ongoing coverage of this final right here on World of Sports on NewsX World. Now, the second half of the final is underway, and at the moment Spain look like it is all Spain right now. Spain have so far taken at least 9 chances on goal, and although the scoreline remains 0-0, Spain have looked moments away from scoring on multiple occasions. The ball has mostly been near Argentina's penalty area since the second half began. As a result, Spain has had 8 corners since play resumed. Argentina have surprisingly allowed multiple runs into the box, with Yamal also from the right orchestrating most of them. Argentina's Enzo Fernandez got a yellow card, making it the 3rd yellow card for Argentina in the game. Now, also present in the stadium is US President Donald Trump, wanting to give out the trophy to the final winner. Now, joining us here, we have Scott Rogers, who was awarded the British Empire Medal in the 2026 King's Birthday Honours List and a former head coach of the England's men's national amputee football team. Joining us from the UK. Now, Scott, thank you so much for joining us here today on our final coverage here on NewsX World. It's a pleasure to have you back, pleasure to speak with you again. Thank you so much. Now, with this game, we are seeing a very physical Argentina side. One that we saw, as the England team definitely saw in the semi-finals. Do you think Argentina's physicality, what they have, is the only thing stopping Spain get that goal and have that crucial lead, as Spain are dominating most of this game?
100%. They're so good in possession, Spain. It's absolutely fantastic to watch. And what Argentina are trying to do is just disrupt the rhythm. And they're struggling with that, really, because they're so good in possession, Spain. They just need to find that final little bit to unlock that Argentina defence. But yeah, very physical game, as we thought it was going to be. But I think Spain have dealt with it really well. They've not got involved in anything they shouldn't have got involved with. They've just stuck to the plan. And yeah, it's going to be exciting last few minutes.
Absolutely. And also, Scott, with Spain's play so far, who has impressed you the most from Argentina and Spain? Who has been the player that you can see is the driving force to fight for this goal?
Well, the unsung hero of this game by an absolute mile is Rodri for me. If you look at his placement when they're defending, all he's doing is screening the passes to Messi, which is why Messi's not been able to get on the ball. So the moment Argentina receive it, if you watch his position, he literally is between the ball and Messi. And you can see him checking his shoulder all the time and getting him into that position. So for me, he's been integral to stopping Argentina today.
Absolutely. And also, Scott, now moving on to this very crucial last part, we are now just going into added extra time for this final second half. We've just seen 4 minutes added on now. 4 crucial minutes. We know Argentina love a late goal in these last extra time minutes. Do you think we're going to find a goal in these 4 minutes, or do you think it's going to go to extra time?
Yeah, well, you can't write Argentina off, can you? They've done it time and time again. They just have this knack of finding a way to win, so don't rule that out, that's for certain. And Spain will be trying to unlock the defence as they've been trying to do all game, and they've got 4 minutes to do it, so let's see if they do.
Absolutely. Now, Scott, lastly, just before we move to our reporters, stay with us though. With these final moments coming up now, waiting to see if we are going to see a crucial moment. We are now just seeing players from the bench running on. What can you tell us that's happening now?
So it'll be just about discipline now, seeing out the game. No team will want to take any chances at this point. It's been a long old tournament, a month, so nobody wants to make a mistake at this point. So I can see just discipline, just get through it, get into extra time, regroup and go again.
Absolutely, and especially with the intensity of this game going on, we are definitely seeing both sides fighting for any lifeline now, anything that they possibly can in these final stages. Argentina have a free kick. We know what they can do with these final moments, especially as we mentioned earlier, they are very good at finding a late goal. How do you think this will be extremely disappointing if Argentina find a goal in these last crucial minutes?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they do, though. That's the game, isn't it? So they've soaked up a lot of pressure throughout this game. They've not particularly done anything special going forward, but they've just got that knack of finding a way. And if they do, they do. That's the game, isn't it? They've played the game well and they've won the game if they get a late goal. But let's have a see. I'm excited for this last few minutes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, now thank you, Scott. Stay with us. We are now being joined by Arzu Seth, who's our correspondent at the Mitso in New Delhi. Now, Arzu, please tell me the vibes, the feeling right now on ground, where you are with the players. What are you getting at from there? Arzu, can you hear me?
Definitely, this has been an incredible 90 minutes of football, and let me give you the glimpse around because the fans are right now tense and excited. Both, as you can see right now, this has been an incredible 90 minutes, and in fact, there is still nothing to separate Argentina and Spain. But yes, somewhere Argentina can be seen, saving a lot of brilliant goals, while on the other side, Spain can be seen, attacking and trying to be, trying to get that one goal, and also brilliant defending despite countless attacking moves, some outstanding goalkeeping. The score remains 0-0. So both the teams have shown tremendous character, but neither has been able to find that decisive breakthrough. Every pass, every tackle, and every chance has carried the weight of the World Cup final, and now the tension has reached to another level. With the score still locked, this blockbuster final heads forward will go across some of the fans to understand what are their emotions right now. What are your emotions right now?
They should score a goal, any one of them. This this is tiring. It's like extra minutes now, and oh my God, Argentina got a red card, and I'm Spain supporter. So let's go Spain. Spain is the time now.
All right, what do you have to say?
What do you have to say, bro?
What do you have to say? What are your emotions right now?
Argentina.
You're supporting Argentina.
Yeah.
Can you? Argentina is saving a lot of goals. Which player is impressing right now?
I can hear you. Messi, obviously.
Okay, which team are you supporting?
Sorry?
Which team are you supporting?
Argentina.
Thank you, Arzu, for giving us all of those updates. Now we are just moving over to Brian Thomas, who is our correspondent at the Be Young Brew Garden in New Delhi. Brian, thank you so much for staying with us and joining us here. We have just seen a red card for Fernandez now being shown, 2 yellows, now a red. What is the vibe like there now? You're predominantly Argentina supporting base right now. What's the vibe like? How are supporters feeling about that decision and also about this stage in the game?
Well, yes, clearly, initially we saw, Spain in an attack mode itself, and then we just saw that Enzo Fernandez has got a red card. So again, an alarming situation here. We will be talking to the fans also to know what they are feeling at this point of time. There is an ample number of frustration also. Enzo Fernandez just got a red card. What do you have to say about it?
I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say.
Because it's a tense game, they're attacking on the both.
It's scaring right now that we might lose, but let's see.
Initially Spain was on an attack mode. Argentina was defending itself, and now we just saw Enzo Fernandez got a red card. What do you have to say about that?
Spain will win.
You're hoping that.
Yeah, Spain will win.
So we'll try to talk to more such of the fans who've been here itself. We just saw Enzo Fernandez got a red card. Initially we saw Spain in an attack mode, and then Argentina was saving a lot of goals. And just now Enzo Fernandez got a red card. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I don't think so. That would be a red card. But as we have VR checked, but it's fine now. Argentina will be more defensive. And let's see if it goes in the extra time.
The game, I think Argentina was very defensive rather than Spain. Spain was more of an attack mode, but then we just saw a red card happening. Do you think it's going to impact the game in some way or the other? Because right now the movements are very crucial also. There's a few minutes, it's past the 90 minutes now. They've got an extra time here. So do you think it's going to be extremely crucial?
Yeah, one red card with Argentina, that is very crucial. As you can see, we have a final seconds going on. Anything can happen. But Spain is playing Tiki-Taka 2.0. Kudos to the coach, Spanish coach, and how the Lionel Scaloni has maintained.
Putting Spain or
Argentina? Argentina.
Clearly, so we are trying to speak to more such of the people who've come here. Sir, we've just saw Enzo got a red card. It's in the crucial moments, just 90 minutes into the game. Do you think it's going to impact in any way of the matter? Because it's got an extra time. Argentina has lost one player, and that to Enzo.
It will impact.
Starting also Spain. Oh, what a save! And you could see that this is again a very
brilliant save by Emi Martinez. And if it goes to extra time, it will be very, very difficult for Argentina.
In today's game also, we've seen Spain in more of an attack mode rather than Argentina was saving a lot of goals. Spain was in attack mode. In the last end, we just saw Enzo got a red card and there's a goal save that happened. What do you have to speak about the strategy that Argentina is choosing?
I think Argentina is using a counter-attack strategy as they have done in the last 3 games. And Spain are using their tiki-taka technical strategy that they've been using throughout the tournament. So it's a very delicately poised match right now.
Are you hoping that because there is no outcome that has come out, you think these few minutes, what's going to happen? Are you seeing more of an extra time happening, a penalty, a kick out? What are you hoping?
See, what I'm hoping is, as you can see, I'm hoping that Argentina win it in extra time or penalties. But what I'm fearing is that since Argentina are down to 10 men, Spain will have a very big advantage and they might score.
We've also seen Messi, going a bit lighter in this game. Why do you think this, because he's in the front field here, we've seen him going a bit lighter in this game. Why do you think that is happening?
I think Spain have isolated him very well. That's the main reason. And they have cut off his supply from the flanks. So, yeah.
So much, Sas, for speaking to us. So yes, clearly, we've been speaking to people, and Enzo Fernandez just got a red card, and obviously the game is going in a very crucial way. At the start of the game, we also saw Spain going in an attack mode, then Argentina coming in, and then the situation happening. The fans are clearly frustrated of what is happening on the situation right now. But this is in the very crucial moment. We are live here. 90 minutes have passed, and there's extra time that's going to happen, and still no outcome that we see at this point of time. So this is going to be extremely interesting and important also at what transpires rather in the very finale. Yes.
Thank you so much, Brian, for giving us those insights from Be Young. Thank you. Now, to discuss this further, we have just seen the end of full time. It is still 0-0 there. We have seen we saw 7 minutes of stoppage time over. For a minimum of 4 minutes was added. We now go into extra time. To discuss this further, we are joined by both Scott Rogers once again, and also joining us is Steve Hahn, who's a sports journalist, joining us from Mexico. To the both of you, thank you so much for joining us here on NewsX World. It's a pleasure to have you on. Now, we go into extra time. I think most people thought that this would happen and we would see this part of this World Cup final be turned this way. Steve, if I could come to you first for this question. Who has completely shone for you in these 97 minutes, do you think? Who has proven the worthy winner, and who do you think has it to take it all the way?
Yeah, I mean, in a game like this, considering the nature of the game, it's difficult to pick an individual player who has been shining, because honestly, this has been a game of, sort of like control of Spain versus Argentina's intensity. And, for all the control that Spain has had, limiting Argentina to pretty much no really dangerous shot, for all the control that they had, I mean, Argentina has really resisted them quite well. And all they really needed was that moment where a ball could land at Lionel Messi's feet at the right time. But they just haven't had that moment. And that's why we're seeing this game go into extra time. If you're from Spain's perspective, you have to be frustrated because you feel like you had the control of the game. You feel like you dominated the game. But at the same time, yes, you did have chances, but you didn't really have that many clear-cut chances to say that we were definitely the better team. So, this has been a game of control versus intensity, and it's going out exactly the way that Argentina wanted it to. But Argentina will just need a moment or two where Lionel Messi can do his magic, really.
Absolutely. Steve, Scott, over to you now, please. Who do you think has shone? Who is your worthy winner at the minute? Who are you seeing that is going to take charge of this game, but they just need that one crucial moment?
Yeah, well, the midfield three of Spain have been sensational all game. The movement, the rotation has just Argentina found it really difficult to deal with that. But for me, like I said before, Rodri has been incredible, and he's an integral part of stopping Messi having the ball. As soon as there's a transition and Spain are defending, he's just in the path of Messi, and he's screening that pass, which has been brilliant. Almost like an unsung hero today. But obviously, it's going to be difficult for Argentina having Enzo Fernandez sent off. But Spain have got to find a way of unlocking that Argentina defence.
Absolutely. Completely agree. Steve, to you now, please. Now, we go into extra time. Fernandez has just been sent off with a red card. 2 yellows were given to him. We saw the second yellow was a nasty tackle, to say the least. We know Argentina are very physical when it comes down to their gameplay. What do you think Argentina's change in tactics are now? Because Fernandez is a very crucial part in their mix, especially with breaking down the game and making sure they find those passes from midfield to the attackers. What do you think Argentina's tactics were in this stoppage at the end of full time into extra time?
From Argentina's perspective, I just feel like they don't have that many options that they can go to, because they've already been playing on the back foot, even with Enzo Fernandez there. And now without him, their only option is to retreat even further to make sure that you don't really give up space in dangerous areas. And now without Enzo Fernandez, you're missing that link who can perhaps transition Argentina's defense to attack so that Messi can do his thing in the final third. But now without that, it makes it even tougher. What makes it truly even more difficult is that Spain are such a possession-based team. They're so adept at playing this position game that, you know, you just feel like 11 versus 10, they should be able to find space. They should be able to find the open man to really have that clear-cut chance that they've been looking for over the course of these 90 minutes. So the stage has been set for Spain to really finish the game off here. But, you know, Argentina's a team with X factor. They have a player like Messi, and this is a team with players that have special mentality where they could, you know, magically, they can go 90 minutes without being a good defensive team. But when it truly matters, when chips are on the line, this is a team that knows how to play. So we'll see how it goes. But really, the stage is set for Spain to really win this game in extra time, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Scott, over to you. Same kind of question, really. It's looking like Argentina having to park the bus, it seems, like England annoyingly did in that semi-final run. How do you think their changing game is going to have to be now that Fernandez has been sent off?
Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that, Ellie. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, exactly that, what Steve said. They're going to have to defend with real discipline now and then somehow find a way of getting the likes of Messi on the ball going forward. Never, ever rule out Argentina, particularly with the likes of Messi on the pitch. But Spain have to just keep knocking at that door, trying to get in behind the defence if they can. I know they're sat deep, Argentina, but they've got some very, very good players out wide. But the game's there to be won for Spain, but they've not been able to unlock it all during the game. So have they got what it takes in extra time? We'll see.
Absolutely. And Steve, now, with this game, it is a very back and forwards game. We're watching it. However, Spain are showing these clinical moments. Sorry, I thought that was a goal then. Clinical moments. Very, very. They're showing their power. They're showing what they're good at. They're good at finding these pockets and good at finding these drives. What do you think it's going to take for them to get their finishing moment?
I just feel like Spain is a team that's at their best when they're at their rhythm, really. And, you know, even though I've just said that they haven't created as many clear-cut chances as they would have liked to, I think if you're Spain, considering their style of play, you know, considering the philosophy of Luis de la Fuente, what you want to do is to continue to do what you've been doing, but just hope that you can do it better in these last 30 minutes or so. Because as long as they can do that with a numerical advantage, the style of, you know, the style of Spain's play is that they need to be really good at creating those numerical advantages so that they can create those clear-cut chances in the final third. So if they can just continue to do what they've been doing, but hopefully from their perspective, do it a little bit sharper, do it a little bit faster, because they do have that numerical advantage, that chance should be able to come. And when that chance does come, they just want to be able to make sure that they finish those chances. And if they do, they should be able to finish this game in extra time, considering the way it's going right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Same to you, Scott. Really, how do you think we're going to see this extra time? What do you expect to come out? What are your predictions?
Yeah, well, I think it'll just be now Spain just keep going and going and going. And with that numerical advantage, what they need to do is move the ball really quickly. Don't become predictable. Don't move the ball slow, because that'll make it easy for Argentina. And hopefully, if they do move the ball quick, that'll open up gaps and space for them to go and exploit. So, yeah, let's hope they do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, coming into these final moments, obviously we are into extra time. They have the numerical advantage, obviously. They can use that extra man on the pitch, use that extra space, find their moments. We're constantly seeing them using their short passes between each other. This is what Spain does. They find their short passes, they find their space, and they run through. How frustrated do you think Messi is getting right now, Steve? How do you think he's feeling? How do you think the vibe is right now for Argentina, given the fact that they are trying to chase back-to-back world champions?
Yeah, from Messi's standpoint, especially at this point, I would have said this even before the game, but especially at this point in the match now, What he would want is one moment where the ball would come to him in transition, in a counter-attacking opportunity, or maybe maybe there's a long ball that comes over that he could get in the final third to create something, and perhaps he could draw a foul, or another one of Argentina's players can draw a foul in the final third where he can do his magic from a set-piece situation. And, if from Spain's perspective, coming into this tournament, for all the talk about how great Spain have been defensively, conceding only 1 goal in this entire tournament, I mean, this is exactly the reason why their defensive record is as good as it is, because they defend without having to defend because they have so much of the ball. It's so difficult for the opposition to take the ball away from them to start any kind of meaningful counterattacks. And what really Argentina wanted defensively, they've really had their way in terms of frustrating Spain, but they just haven't had the opportunity to counterattack Spain the way that they wanted to, with Lionel Messi being the center of those attacks in transition, but they just haven't had that opportunity. If you're from Argentina's standpoint, you do retreat further and further, and hopefully maybe you could create that one moment where Messi can do his thing in transition or set piece situation. And if you're Spain, like I said, you got to continue to do what you've been doing, but you have to be aware of Messi, because once he gets on the ball in a dangerous situation, things can get really dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. And Scott, over to you, really. Very, very tense moments happening right now. What are you expecting now to see from Messi? Are we expecting to see that Spain are going to continue dominating because they have that extra man, or do you think Messi's going to try and find a way that he can be chipped that little ball just for him to make that run?
Yeah, never rule that out. It's going to be difficult because he's quite isolated high up the pitch now, so it is going to be very difficult for him, but he's done it time and time again, hasn't he? He just has this knack of finding little pockets of space and areas where he creates his magic, and all of a sudden he's not been in the game for long periods of time and he comes up with something really special. So yeah, definitely don't rule that out, but Spain have to find a way. That's the way it is, isn't it? And it's going to be really interesting the way this goes, but for me, Argentina now will be looking to stay disciplined, stay focused, and try and see out this game as much as they possibly can.
Yeah, absolutely. And same question to both of you, please, for this one. Going forward in this game, who are you wanting to win? Who are you wanting to lift this World Cup trophy? Who are the worthy winners? Who are the winners that throughout this tournament have shown time and time again that they are the reason that they were one of the contenders? Steve, to you first, please.
There's two sides of me when I have to answer this question. There's one side of me that tells me Spain have really been the most complete team in this tournament. I've been saying this since the start of the tournament, and you want a team like that plays with a true team spirit, where anybody can be on the end of a scoring chance to finish off games for them and play such a complete game. You want to see a team like that in a team sport to be successful. But when you go on the other side and look at the kind of stories, the kind of emotional stories that we can see out of Lionel Messi winning another tournament for Argentina at this juncture of his career at age 39, that would also create a very special moment in history of football. So, I mean, it's a very difficult question. I can't really pick one. I think either winner would create great stories for different reasons. So, yeah, like, honestly, for me, as a neutral, I can't lose, really.
And Scott, same question to you.
It's an easy one for me, Spain.
And we wonder why.
only because obviously Argentina knocked England out.
Absolutely.
And deserved it in the end. But Spain play a brand of football that I absolutely love watching. It's entertaining. It's for the purist, isn't it? And yeah, let's hope the purists win today. But yeah, Spain for me.
Absolutely. I understood the heartbreak the other day as well, Scott, don't you worry. But to the both of you, thank you so much for joining us here on our FIFA World Cup final. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking with both of you. Well, an absolute bedlam in New Jersey happening. The World Cup final has gone into extra time and the scenes could not have been more dramatic. Moments before full time, Argentina's Enzo Martinez was shown his second yellow card. As a result, was shown a red and off he went. And with the last kick before the whistle, Lamine Yamal almost converted a free kick from the front of the goal. With Argentina's debut, Martinez again making a spectacular save to keep them alive. The game looks like like it's all Spain in the moment, but as at the start of extra time, Pedri again took another direct shot at the Argentinian goal, with Martinez again bailing them out. Surprisingly, Argentina is yet to take a shot on goal, with Spain already racking up 10 shots on target. Argentina's goalkeeper Martinez also sustained an injury while trying to stop a Spain shot that wasn't given as a goal, as it feels like Spain could draw first blood any minute, but seeing so. Now the FIFA World Cup final is here, and as Spain and Argentina battle it out for the game's ultimate honour. With that, we will back after this very short break. Stay tuned.
In the midst of this, life persists. In the midst of untruth, truth persists.
The FIFA World Cup is proving to be as much as an economic spectacle as a sporting one. With billions of dollars flowing through broadcasting, sponsorships, ticket sales, and tourism across 3 host nations, FIFA is emerging as the tournament's biggest financial winner, with revenues expected to surpass Qatar 2022 as the expanded 48-team format boosts commercial income through media rights, hospitality, and licensing. For many supporters, attending matches has come at a premium. Dynamic ticket pricing, expensive accommodation, higher transport fares, and soaring food costs have made the World Cup an increasingly costly experience. Broadcasters and global sponsors are also cashing in as record audiences drive advertising demand. Even hydration breaks have become premium commercial inventory, creating fresh revenue opportunities during matches. While host cities welcomed millions of visitors, economists say the long-term economic gains remain uncertain. Existing infrastructure limited new investment, while public spending and operational costs stayed high. Hotels and restaurants in several host cities reported lower than expected demand, with uneven tourism benefits and some businesses missing projected earnings despite the month-long football festival. As betting companies, sponsors, and FIFA celebrate record commercial returns, economists argue the tournament's lasting legacy will depend less on matchday excitement and more on whether host communities benefit after the final whistle. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The 2026 FIFA World Cup has not only delivered heartbreak and thrills on the pitch, but it has completely taken over the internet as a supreme content factory. Forget the strategies for a moment, social media is crowning its own royalty. Norway's Erling Haaland has gone completely viral, not just for his defender's terrifying goals, but because the internet collectively compared his trademark blonde ponytail to the Dragon Ball Z villain Majin Buu. Meanwhile, French superstar Kylian Mbappe has become the subject of absurd fictional supreme leader memes, with fans joking that he's giving orders to managers and the entire world of soccer. From Brazilian referees sounding like airline announcements over loudspeakers to unbothered celebrities in the stadiums, the digital world is in absolute limbs. Indeed, football only lasts 90 minutes, but the memes will truly live forever. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The 2026 FIFA World Cup has faced numerous reports of racism, xenophobia, and online abuse, prompting concerns regarding the safety and protection of participants and spectators alike. French captain Kylian Mbappe was subjected to racist comments by Paraguayan Senator Celeste Amarilla, leading French prosecutors to launch a formal investigation following a complaint from the French Football Federation. FIFA has identified over 89,000 abusive social media posts throughout the tournament, with 11% containing racial abuse, while also investigating allegations of racist behavior by supporters towards players and streamers. Former player Bastian Schweinsteiger faced criticism from Côte d'Ivoire manager Immerse 5 for characterizing African football as wild and untactical, a remark viewed by many as perpetuating offensive colonial stereotypes. Research indicates that subtle race disparagement devalues African players' intelligence and perpetuates negative perception, necessitating public accountability and stronger enforcement to uphold values of equality, dignity, and respect. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The 2026 FIFA World Cup became the stage where several young stars made their first ever appearance at football's biggest tournament. Spain's Lamine Yamal led the list, arriving with huge expectations and delivering with his creativity, confidence, and match-winning ability. Brazil's Endrick also played his first World Cup, carrying the hopes of a nation searching for its next attacking superstar. The Real Madrid forward showcased his pace, power, and potential as Brazil's future number 9. France introduced midfield sensation Warren Zaire-Emery to the world stage. The PSG youngster impressed with his composure, energy, and maturity, proving he can become a key figure for France in the years ahead. Spain's teenage defender Pau Cubarsí made his World Cup debut and stood out with his calm defending and tactical intelligence. Despite his age, he showed the confidence of an experienced center-back against elite opposition. From Yamal's brilliance to Endrick's promise and Zaire-Emery's rise, the 2026 World Cup marked the beginning of a new era. As legends moved towards their final chapters, football's next generation announced their arrival on the biggest stage. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The battle for global football supremacy comes down to 8 elite nations. As Spain and Argentina prepare to face each other for football's ultimate prize, we look back at the exclusive club of recognized champions. Brazil remains the unconquered king of the World Cup with 5 historic titles. Icons like Pelé and Ronaldo anchored a legacy of dominance from 1958 to 2002. European powerhouses Germany and Italy sit close behind, with 4 coveted stars each. Italy conquered glory across modern eras, while Germany's tactical machine produced titles in 4 separate decades. Defending world champions Argentina hold the titles after the thrilling 2022 triumph in Qatar. Albiceleste extended their golden run continentally by capturing a record-breaking 16th Copa America trophy in 2024. Uruguay holds a sacred place in history with 2 early world championships. They captured the inaugural 1930 tournament and the legendary Maracanazo in 1950. England's lone World Cup glory came on home soil back in 1966. That iconic Wembley victory remains the pinnacle of international accumulations for the Three Lions. Spain rounds out the elite club with their revolutionary 2010 tiki-taka triumph. Fresh off a dominant Euro 2024 crown in Germany, La Roja is chasing a second historic world star. La Roja is chasing a second historic world star. Bureau Report, NewsX World. The biggest prize in the world football is on the line as defending champions Argentina takes on a resurgent Spain in the FIFA World Cup 2026 finals. After weeks of thrilling action across the United States, Canada, and Mexico, the tournament has boiled down to 2 of the football's greatest nations. Argentina has shown their championship pedigree with clinical performances throughout the knockout stages, while Spain have impressed with their possession-based style, discipline, and attacking flair. there. Both sides have overcome tough opponents to reach this showpiece occasion, setting the stage for a high-stakes battle that could go down as one of the most memorable finals in the World Cup history. Will Argentina successfully defend their crown, or will Spain lift the World Cup trophy for the first time since 2010? The world is watching closely as football's ultimate night takes center stage. Bureau Report, NewsX World.
Well, we are at Young, and what a day, what a night it is to be here. The very finals between Argentina and Spain are taking place. Let me show you the visuals of what it looks like from where we are. You can see enthusiastic crowds here. They've all gathered here supporting their favorite teams. There are people, crowds, some are wearing the Argentinian flags, and the support you could see is happening on ground zero of several of the people who've come here supporting their own team. And the vibe here looks extremely real. What we're trying to show you of several people that have come here. They're all supporting their own teams here. And the very vibe, very environment here looks extremely enthusiastic of people supporting here. And that is what we're trying to show you from where we are reporting at this point of time here. And again, this match, the finals here is going to be extremely important for both the teams. Argentina has already secured 3 victories. Spain has secured 1 victory. So it's going to be very crucial also. We will be talking to the people to understand the crowd. You are here. Tell us about the anticipation that you're feeling when you're here. What are you feeling? You're wearing the flag, you asked here to support Argentina, I'm hoping. What are your anticipation for today's match?
Well, I'm just happy Messi is getting to play the final of the World Cup, and I think Argentina can win it. But either ways, I'm going to be happy. It would be Messi's supposedly last match, and I just want to enjoy it to my match.
So, tell me about the anticipation that you're feeling. You've come here, you are supporting Argentina, it seems. What are the anticipation you're
Only Argentina, only Argentina.
Okay. And because see, we've seen Spain has secured 1 victory in the FIFA. Argentina has secured 3 victories. What are your hope for today?
Today is Messi's day. Messi hat-trick did only, and the golden boot goes to Messi only.
Tell us about your anticipation. You've come here. What are you feeling today? What are you hoping?
I think Lamine is going to win it. Ishita is supporting Messi, but I think Lamine is going to win.
So you are also wearing Argentina jersey. I could understand that you're obviously supporting Argentina, but what is your anticipation for today?
Obviously, Argentina is gonna win.
Okay. So the vibe here looks people are hooting for Messi. What are your anticipation for today's match?
I think we are going to win easy. Argentina going to win easily.
Okay, no, because we've seen that Spain has secured 1 victory. Argentina has secured 3 victories in the World Cup. What are you hoping? Who's going to perform? Who's going to be the top scorer today?
Of course, Messi. Messi going to score a hat-trick today.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So, we have another person. We want to know you're wearing a Messi also.
Yeah.
You have Messi written in your jersey. What are your anticipation for today's match? What are you hoping for today?
So I'm a Barca fan, so I love both Messi as well as Spain. But for me, it has to be Messi this time. It's the last World Cup, and if it's not this, Spain kids have a lot of ways to win.
Spain has secured, Spain has secured 1 victory. Argentina has secured 3 victories, right? What are you hoping today? Who's going to perform? Who's going to be a top scorer today?
If I say analytically, while I'm supporting Argentina, I do think Spain has a greater chance of winning since they have a more tighter, compact squad, and they'll not let Argentina break their line so easily. But having said that, Argentina has Messi, and as long as there's Messi on pitch, anything can happen, and he'll do it!
I want to know from you also, what are you also hoping? What is your anticipation for today's match?
Messi.
You get a feel of this, right? You get a feel of a vibe. You get a feel of the people, the pulse of the people, what they have been speaking. They've been supporting Messi. They've been supporting Argentina, and it looks extremely real, important, and how many people gathered here to support their own team, to support their own kind of people here, and this is what we're trying to show you from ground zero where we are reporting. So very importantly, this is our coverage for today. We will be showing you and giving you more such of these updates. This is me, Brian Thomas, signing off with Campus and Deepak for NewsX Delhi.
Well, Spain have drawn first blood. Finally, after 90 minutes of absolute domination, Ferran Torres has scored for Spain in the 106th minute. A cross from the right of the penalty box was aimed in for Nico Williams, who very smartly backheeled it to Ferran Torres, who sealed the deal. The game is now alive and Argentina have a mountain to climb now. They've made a name for themselves in the World Cup for conjuring up late goals, but this is the World Cup final. They have to dig deep for like they have never done before. To discuss this further and to help us gain better perspective, Arzu Seth, our correspondent, is joining us from Mito in New Delhi to give us the feel of what it's like for supporters cheering on Spain in this area. Now, Arzu, thank you so much for joining us here and for giving us the feel. Now, what can you tell us after this goal? What was the situation? How did it feel like in there? Please tell us.
Well, definitely the fans were waiting for the breakthrough, and the breakthrough has now come after the Spain has got the first goal. As you can see behind me, the screen is on, the big setup has been done, and now the football fans are now waiting. The Argentina fans are now waiting for them to make it 1-1, and as it is right now, let me go across to some of the football fans to understand what are their emotions right now. What do you have to say right now? Excuse me? What do you have to say right now?
It's sad, it's very sad.
Do you think Argentina will come back?
It will not, sorry. We are vouching for Spain. We are vouching for Spain.
Are you happy right now?
Yes, more than happy.
You're impressed with which player?
Messi. The goal only happened because of his pass.
Do you think Argentina will be able to come back?
Sorry?
Argentina will be able to come back?
I'm expecting a 1-1 and then the match will go for pens.
Game will become more intense.
Of course. If Argentina will be able to score, then...
Definitely so. What the fans are expecting, that the game will go deep and become more intense right now. We also have some Argentina fans. What are you...
I have nothing to say, but Argentina can make a comeback whenever. Like, it's still possible. I'm hoping it is still possible. I have no idea, but let's see. But Spain is playing well. Spain is playing well as well.
So the Argentina fans are hoping for...
I think we may have just lost Arzu there. Unfortunately, we have just seen that, but there was a goal scored. However, it was ruled offside. As we know, unfortunately, it is still standing as 1-0 to Spain after an amazing finish by Torres. A brilliant cross, a back heel from Nico Williams, and then the back heel from Nico Williams landed by Ferran Torres, and just scored an amazing goal, a goal which was waiting to happen for Spain. They have dominated this game, absolutely dominated. They have been waiting for this moment. They have been building up and building up. The European champions are on the edge now of being world champions. This goal was the second goal by Ferran Torres again was disallowed, so therefore still stands at Spain 1, Argentina 0. However, the hunt is still on. Spain are still attacking like never before and waiting and wanting this second goal. Argentina are still proving that why they were world champions, are world champions, and they are showing their resilience yet again. As we know, Argentina are well known for their late goals to bring them back into the game, and we are just waiting to hear or see of any more reactions coming out of ground. However, Spain's back line is also just showing once again how tight they are. Rodrigo deserves a shout out really for his display in this entire match. The whole of Spain's team has been absolutely amazing. They've been driving this game forward, pressuring on Argentina, frustrating Argentina to say the least, showing that they are wanting this. They are driving for this. Currently, just time has just stopped due to an injury on pitch, and people having to coming on. But now, once again, we are being joined by Arzu. Arzu, thank you for staying with us. Please tell us more what the situation is like on ground.
And will directly go across some of the football supporters. Which team are you supporting tonight?
Argentina.
Argentina. What is this looking like? Do you think Argentina will be able to come back from this?
Messi is there, so anything can happen, but let's see.
Are you impressed by how the Spain has played the attacking Argentina, and Argentina is somewhere playing this?
Today is a sad day for us, but let's see. 4 minutes is left. It's sad.
Hoping for
For Messi to score a goal.
Okay. What are you expecting from the game?
Sorry?
You're rooting
Spain. Yeah.
Are you happy?
Very happy. Yeah. It's looking good.
Are you, have you decided that this time Spain is going to win this title?
Yes, positive.
What do you have to say?
Yeah, I agree. Spain will win. Spain. Yeah.
Are you happy?
Yes, very happy. Yeah.
Do you think
He's rooting for Argentina, so
you look sad?
Yeah, pretty sad.
Definitely. So these are the happy faces who are supporting the Spain tonight. But yes, the Argentina fans are still hopeful that they will be able to return back in the game. As you can see, currently also this is the extra time that is right now going on after 90 minutes. In 90 minutes there were no goal, and now it's 1-0, 1 for Spain and 0 for Argentina. We'll also like to have conversation with some of more fans right here, whom you are rooting for.
Argentina.
Argentina. So, do you think they will be able to return back?
Chances are less.
Messi can be a game changer.
No, I don't think so.
Are you disappointed?
No, not at all.
So there you heard the reactions from the Argentina fans, and in fact the Spain fans, fans right now will also try to have the conversation with some more supporters. We continue to show the screen also, the development that is taking place right now. We'll try to have the conversation with some more.
Arzu, thank you for giving us those insights and joining us here and showing us reactions now. We are being joined by Brian Thomas, our correspondent at the Young Brew Garden in New Delhi. Brian, thank you for joining us. Now, what can you tell us from your end? What is the situation? How is the vibe feeling in the area? We've just seen a free kick being taken. Please, can you tell us more, especially after that Spain goal?
It looks like a nail-biting match at this point of time. The suspense is all-time high. You can't predict what's going to happen, because every time you see now Spain has scored a goal, and obviously there is an upper hand of Spain. That is, you can see. Amidst all of this that is going on, you can still see a number of people there, the fans here, They're nervous. They have their own reactions going on. Few of them frustrated, obviously, of what is going on, obviously, because of the fact that Argentina have been defensive in this game, especially when we've seen Spain being very aggressive at what it's or what the game has been shown. So very importantly, this is what is happening. I'd like to talk to those people here. You could see that Spain has scored a goal. What do you have to say?
Just watching, we have to win this. We have to win this.
Is there any kind of
There is time. There is 4 minutes left. Yeah, there is time.
So you could see that there are still some people here. What are you seeing? We've just seen Spain score a goal. What do you have to say about that? It's still time. People are saying, the Argentina supporters are still saying there is time. What do you have to say about that?
I think Argentina has lost now.
There is no hope of Argentina.
Hardly 3 minutes left. I think this was the Simeone missed was the last chance. I think so. And Spain is very good in parking the bus and all, and very good in tiki-taka.
Some problem in the strategy because obviously Argentina was very defensive in its game today. Messi was also going very light because somewhere down the line Spain was also cornering him, and then Spain was on the other hand in a very aggressive and an attacking mode rather than Argentina. What do you have to speak about the strategy that both teams they chose?
I think since starting, their manager Scaloni was playing for the penalties, and I think so. They have a defensive strategy. Let's pass 90 minutes, then next 30 minutes, 120 minutes. They wanted to play for the penalties.
That strategy somewhere down
is that Enzo Fernandez red card killed the game. The Enzo Fernandez red card killed the Argentina strategy. Earlier it was 11 versus 11, but after red card 11 versus 10.
So we've just seen Spain score a goal. What do you have to say?
I'm really happy for the Spain. And I told you earlier, like Lamine Yamal, Ferran Torres, and Nico Williams, when they'll play their game, they're going to shoot the world right now.
Talk about the strategy. Do you think somewhere down there was a problem with the strategy that maybe Argentina used? They were going extremely defensive. Spain, on the other hand, was going full on. They were going on an attack mode. And then somewhere down, even Messi was also somewhere down there. He was going lighter. Yeah. Spain kind of cornered, Messi, and then Enzo getting red card in the last minutes. Do you think that also played somewhere down the role in Spain's goal?
So, definitely that play up part in their defeat, but to be honest, Spain is really good and their passing is really out of this world. And right now, Argentina has that spirit in them, and they've already won a World Cup. But I really think Spain deserve it, and Spain has showed already, they've already conceded 3 goals, but it was disallowed by the referee. But I'll really say when Lamine Yamal and Ferran Torres coming to play, Ferran Torres, everyone, no one has hope with Ferran Torres. But now he conceives a goal. So it's I'm really happy, I'm really contained.
Obviously, you'll be...
I'm really happy.
You obviously are supporting Spain. Yeah. Is there any hope for Argentina to score any kind of goal, any miracle? Or from
352 right now. I really don't think there's a hope for Argentina now. Because they have to conceive,
They're all gone quiet.
Here's my friend Pius.
Are you supporting Argentina?
No, Spain. I'm a seasonal fan, so... Yeah, Spain.
You were supporting Argentina. Let me talk to them. You were supporting. So you were pretty excited to talk to us, no? And then you see now Argentina. You're hoping for a miracle to happen. What are you hoping for at this point?
It's actually quite difficult to put into words. I don't think there's going to be any miracle.
Overpowering on them, and now you go lighter.
Yeah, it's absolutely gutting. Spain has been just very dominant in the game.
If we see that Argentina loses the game, what will happen to you? What will go through your mental state? What will happen to you if you see Argentina? Because this looks extremely difficult for any comeback to happen. A miracle only can happen, but it looks difficult. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, actually, I'm not expecting any miracles right now. I'm just very grateful and happy to see this squad perform. I am quite sad, actually. Yeah, we'll see. There's the game.
The game's over. Okay, so you see the game's over. So go. Let's go. Spain has won. You should be very happy. No?
Well, there
so
we have
happy
it.
right now.
We have just seen Spain win this 2026 FIFA World Cup here in New York, New Jersey at the MetLife Stadium. They beat Argentina 1-0, the former world champions, they can now say, and to win this times FIFA World Cup. Spain have had an amazing journey through this World Cup, have shown time and time again why they were one of the favourites to take this title and take it home for them, and they have just proven yet again against this very resilient Argentina side why Spain deserve this crown and this title. We know that Argentina are going to suffer with this defeat. They have 10 men due to Fernandez unfortunately being sent off after 2 yellow cards, but there we have it. Spain 1, Argentina 0. Spain have won the 2026 FIFA World Cup, adding to their title from 2010. Now this is an exceptional moment for Spain and their team. They have driven through the whole game for this, chance after chance, 2 goals disallowed, 1 to offside, 1 to a foul, and they managed to find the net when Ferran Torres managed to secure a brilliant goal after a back-footed from Nico Williams, and it is shown again why it is Spain's crown. They are deserving of this. To join us now to speak on this absolute monumentous time, Luis Federedo, who's a Portuguese professional football manager and a tactical analyst holding a UEFA coaching license, joining us from Portugal. Luis, thank you so much for joining us here on NewsX World. There we have it. It's over. Spain have won the 2026 FIFA World Cup. What's your take on this final?
Well, thank you again for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here and speak a little about this final. I think that this final was not the big game that all fans waiting. Argentina have a lot of difficulties. I think that one of the big difficulties that they have was physical question. I think that they had less 24 hours than the Spain to rest. So I think that this detail can have a big influence in this final. It's not normal when a final World Cup don't have shoot in the goal from Argentina. Spain play your game, try to play the tiki-taka that all the fans like. But Argentina, very difficult. I think that this was the Argentina all the tournament. If we remember, Argentina have a lot of difficulties in the other games. They have Lionel Messi, the best player in the world and the best player, the football player all the times. And he scored 8 goals and 4 assists. So I think that this was the key. Lionel Messi in this final is not present, have a lot of difficulties. And this was the resume of the game. Spain play the game, try to score, and Argentina try to defend and take the game to the penalties decisions.
And also, everyone said that this will be most likely Messi's last World Cup. Now, they've had an amazing run up until this moment, making a consecutive final after Qatar in 2022. How do you think he'll take away from this game? Do you think there'll be disappointment, obviously, because they didn't get to lift the trophy, but do you think there are moments where they can be proud of and they can snatch on still?
I think that Argentina, they can be proud of all the work that they did. For example, the England game was amazing, and they have this atmosphere, this fight, this feeling that they try hard.